brand. It's the best-known label there is. Insist on the authentic brand label from your trusted supplier today. Well, this Washington State team is coached by Kyle Smith, who was the Pac-12 Coach of the Year, and he had his press conference yesterday and was asked about pace of play and do they want to play slow against Iowa State? And then a follow-up question was specifically about Isaac Jones and how he fits into that style of play. Let's hear what Coach Smith had to say.
Well, against some of those opponents, it's been to our advantage, like a Colorado and Washington. We'd rather wrestle with them, than some of those speedy teams. But I thought actually last night would be a little more up and down. And probably Iowa State, it will be lower scoring if we take care of the ball. If we don't, if they turn us over, which is what they're good at, then they'll get up and down a little bit. So we'll take our shots at them too and our advantages, but we'll see. They really don't run as much off transition, off misses as they do. They just turn you over and they just get numbers.
And I'm curious how Isaac kind of fits into that. Obviously, I feel it feels like that's kind of his style anyway. Do you anticipate them, doubling him as much as he was?
They double it. It doesn't matter. They double the post every possession. It doesn't matter who catches it. So they really swarm you. They're almost like a really athletic, quick Tony Bennett team where they double the post every time. So it doesn't matter who catches it. So we'll it'll be hard. We've got to find different ways to get in the ball at different places, I think, and get on the glass a little bit. Maybe we have somewhat of an advantage there, I hope.
Tony Bennett, who of course coached at Washington State, but is a good friend of T.J. Otzelberger, right. So no surprise that you'd hear that comparison.
Yeah, no question. Coach Smith seems like a good guy. You wonder too. This is like for Washington State. It's the swan song for the Pac-12 as we know it. So only two teams left. So curious, what his opportunities might be to even move on, because they're going to be playing for the next 2 years in the West Coast Conference as they try to cobble together some recreation, in all likelihood, of the Pac-12. One thing is, you talk about every win in the NCAA tournament, I forget how much, over $1 million accrues to the conference for future years. And right now, Pac-12 is doing really well, and due to court decision, and some good maneuvering by Oregon State and Washington State, the two leftovers, they control the Pac-12 right now. So every time a Pac-12 team wins right now, you think, well, that's probably going to accrue to Oregon State and Washington State. On the other hand, they're going to need it because they don't have a TV deal, and it's just they're really put in a tough spot. And if everything has happened in realignment, like it, don't like it, the thing I probably like the least is the fact that Oregon State and Washington State have been left without a home, because, speaking of home, it kind of hit home for Iowa State as well, because those types of situations, they're so fluid, dynamic, and they happen, and all of a sudden it's like musical chairs and you're the one left standing, and it's not a good thing.
We certainly understood how precarious our situation was a few years ago, and so we have some empathy for Washington State. But I do like that in the player press conference yesterday, Isaac Jones says, I like playing slow. How often do you hear players say that?
Yeah.
Usually they're like, no, we want to get out and run. We want to get out and run. He's like, no.
Well, when you're 6'9", 250, you might not want to run that much. But when you're a power player, it's like, hey, just take your time, get me the ball, and let me go to work. And that's exactly the kind of player that he is.
We'll come back with more of the Authentic Brand Tip-Off Show in a couple of minutes. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball from Learfield.
Basketball fans, want to drive a winner? Get in a Toyota and see how impressive they are. The RAV4 is a versatile playmaker built to get the crowd going. The Highlander is a slam dunk when it comes to space. And the Camry is a fast break of fun and reliability. Plus, these Toyotas come with available all-wheel drive, so you can drive the lane with power. Visit Toyota.com to learn more, or check out your local Toyota dealership today. Toyota, let's go places.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game. As a proud sponsor of the ongoing recognition of our military during Cyclone games this season, please join American Equity in thanking all who have served our country. American Equity is more than just retirement savings and income products. They're committed to providing you best-in-class service and high-quality retirement income that helps deliver the independence to dream and reach your goals. To learn more about American Equity, please visit their website at american-equity.com.
Hi, Hi, this is Kevin Brooks with Avila Bank. We're proud of our Cyclones. It takes a whole team to be successful, and we applaud you for your efforts. At Avila Bank, we take pride in using those same qualities of teamwork, dedication, and hard work to help you finance your ag, commercial, and individual needs. You already have picked a winning team with the Cyclones. Now pick a winner of a bank. Stop in and see what better banking is all about at Avila Bank. Good luck to the Cyclones from your team at Avila Bank. Avila Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Green Hills is Ames' premier 55-plus life plan community, located just minutes away from Iowa State University. Green Hills offers easy living just the way you want. Enjoy an active lifestyle with a warm water pool, wellness center, lifelong learning opportunities, a movie theater, a pet-friendly community, raised garden beds, walking trails, and so much more. Find the perfect fit for your lifestyle within one of our beautiful apartments or townhomes. At Green Hills, there's something for everyone. Learn more about Green Hills or request a tour at greenhillsrc.com.
Welcome back to the Authentic Brand Tip-Off Show. We mentioned Kyle Smith, the Washington State coach. I think he and TJ Otzelberger have really taken a pretty similar approach to building their roster as far as, having a few core guys, adding a few transfers, but just maybe finding those guys that are a little bit under the radar, a little bit underappreciated wherever they are. And Iowa State players, Trey King and Kurt Jones, were asked yesterday about Iowa State always seeming to kind of be an underdog. Even though they're a 2 seed in this NCAA tournament, they still kind of carried that chip on their shoulder. And Trey and Kurt were asked about that yesterday.
Yeah, we embrace it. Coming into this season, when the Big 12 rankings came out, they had us predicted 7th, I'm pretty sure. So, it's nothing new to us. We love being counted out. We love being looked down upon by everybody else because, the theme for us this year is we owe. Every time we have a big game where everybody thinks we're going to lose, we always rise to the occasion and show up in full force and win in extraordinary fashion. So credit to our guys just for not being comfortable with the success we have and just maintaining that mentality of us being that underdog and owing everybody that we face.
I agree. I'd say we definitely embrace it. Like, a lot of the guys that you look at on our team have been underdogs, throughout their career. If you look at the transfers, we all pretty much came from mid-majors. Me, I didn't have any offers out of high school. Key, I know he wasn't heavily recruited, like TK, the list goes on. So we got a lot of guys that have just been like that, and I think they recruited guys like us that have been underdogs, but we embrace it, and we wouldn't be here if we wasn't.
And Kurt Jones played his first NCAA tournament game the other night and played very well, Eric. And, man, what an important piece of the puzzle he's been for this Iowa State program.
Yeah, that's one of the things we talk so much about Iowa State's guards, and the focal point's always Taman and Keyshawn, but Kurt has been, maybe the X factor for Iowa State, since he had a couple pretty good games in the non-conference, but for the most part, just couldn't really seem to find his rhythm. But he kept working hard, and the coaches just did a terrific job of saying, hey, we brought you here in part, you can add perimeter shooting to this team. And even though you're not shooting a very good percentage, he was down around 20% from three for a while, they believed in him. And then once the light went on, he got the start when Taman was out against TCU in January, and he has been nothing short of terrific, really, in so many ways. And you talk about the point guard, well, Taman's the point guard. Except when Keyshawn's the point guard. And if Taman's, on the bench for a while, or Keyshawn, Kurt can play that spot too. So it's really hard, and we'll see. Iowa State has played a lot of teams that play 3 guards. Well, Iowa State's starting lineup is, 3 forwards and 2 guards. Well, tonight it's going to be 1 guard, kind of size-wise. They've got guys big guys can handle the ball, but that matchup is going to be interesting. Who can take advantage of the mismatches that are going to present themselves in the course of the game? Iowa State with the guards, or on the other hand, the size and length of this Washington State team.
Yeah, Iowa State's guys are going to be looking up at some big defenders in this one, especially in that guard court. Jalen Wells at 6'8", another one of those kind of under-the-radar guys. He was a Division II All-American at Sonoma State, and he's a really good player at 6'8" at that off-guard spot.
Well, shooting 43% from 3, so yeah. I don't know how much a high hand is going to bother him.
Yeah, we'll come back with more of the Authentic Brand Tip-Off Show in a couple of minutes. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball from Learfield. Whether it's polished polos for the office or comfy hoodies for the game, make sure your apparel carries the Authentic brand name. Our team dresses like champions in Authentic brand. Enhance your company's image and everyday style with products that carry the Authentic brand label. Ask your supplier for Authentic brand and see for yourself why it's more than just a label, it's a statement.
Cyclone power can be felt all over Iowa State University. From the court to campus, solar power to horsepower, it all combines to show the superpower of Cyclone Nation. Join students, alumni, faculty, and friends of Iowa State around the world for 24 hours of Cyclone power during Forever True Day, an online day of giving to celebrate philanthropy and all things ISU. Participate in the fun starting noon April 3rd to noon April 4th, and make plans to help us celebrate Iowa State at forevertrueday.com.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. While farmers work hard to grow the best crop, their Iowa corn checkoff investments are hard at work too. Opening local and global markets for corn and corn-fed products, educating drivers on unleaded 88 as the best fuel at the pump, finding new uses for corn, and sharing the farmer's story. Iowa corn farmers are backed by researchers, educators, market experts, and more to keep corn growing Iowa.
There's nothing predictable in farming. Until now. Pivot BioProven 40 microbial nitrogen doesn't leach, denitrify, or volatilize like synthetic nitrogen. And Proven 40 stays with the corn plant throughout critical growth stages. Start with Pivot BioProven 40 as the predictable foundation of your nitrogen management plan. Contact your Pivot Bio sales rep today or visit pivotbio.com. That's pivotbio.com.
Our quick look around the Big 12 Conference is brought to you by Authentic Brand. Insist on gear with the Authentic Brand label for your company's apparel. It's the premium brand alternative you deserve. Tell your trusted supplier today. We're wearing our Authentic Brand courtside as Iowa State gets ready to take on Washington State. And Eric, the Big 12 is about to have another one of its teams knocked out.
Already happened.
Okay.
Gonzaga's
final.
Gonzaga's knocked off Kansas 89-68. Just not enough depth for the Jayhawks. And lost to a good team in Gonzaga as well. That was a 4-5 matchup. And coming into today, the Big 12 was 5-3 in their opening round games. As the bigger shock, I would say, surprise, was Gonzaga losing in the opening game here in Omaha on Thursday as a 6 seed. But it was kind of tough sledding for almost all the 6 seeds. 3 11s beat 3 6s in that opening round. In the Big 12 tonight, about 7 o'clock, it'll be the 7th seed Texas taking on the Midwest Region's number 2 seed, and that is the Tennessee Volunteers. And then tomorrow it'll be Clemson and Baylor playing. That's a 3 seed, and then in Baylor and a 6 seed in Clemson. And then one of the later games tomorrow night will be top seeded Houston and 9 seeded Texas A&M. 1-9 matchup. Could be a good game.
Probably will be.
You never know.
Last night, great win for the Cyclone women. They rallied from 20 points down to beat Maryland and improve to 21-11. Audie Crooks, absolutely amazing. 18 of 20 from the floor, 40 points, 12 rebounds. A freshman. Doing that.
And started making some threes as a team. It got going, but I tell you, the player that just kind of lifted them like we've seen it so many times, Kelsey Jones, I thought just made so many plays in that game, and she got kind of fortunate on a bank or a bounce around 3 that gave Iowa State, I think, was first lead or tied it maybe after being down by 20. But, man, she just made so many good plays in that game, as they all did. Emily Ryan, 14 assists.
Yeah, and 18 points.
Yeah, I mean, she was absolutely terrific, too, as they tried to get the ball out of her hands. And you know what? They just couldn't do it. And she just kept working. And, man, some of the feeds she made to Audie, and they were all looking for her because Audie had a mismatch inside, and she was cooking.
Iowa State women will play Stanford, the number 2 seed, on their home floor, 9 o'clock Central Time tomorrow night on ESPN. And so late Sunday night basketball should be a fun one.
And later tonight, David Carr goes for his second national championship. He's a 5-time All-American. He knocked off O'Toole from Mizzou, the number 1 seed.
That was great.
Yeah,
phenomenal.
Late.
Yeah, really good stuff. And too bad about Younger's injury. But, man, some other guys really representing well. Mendia.
Evan Frost.
Yeah, Evan Frost, an All-American. So, congratulations to the Cyclone wrestlers. They're having a good event down in Kansas City. Hopefully it continues.
Yes. No question.
And I believe that is tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
You're right. Yes,
I think that's right. But anyway, that wraps up the Authentic Brand Tip-Off Show. We're going to return with the Coach's Corner after these messages. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball from Learfield.
Cyclone farmers do it all. That's why at Ag Leader, we're devoted to making your life easier every day through every season with our easy-to-use precision farming technology that can do it all alongside you, from planting and spraying to steering, harvesting, and more. Based in Ames, Iowa, our products like the Cyclones are the top of the line. Do it all on your farm with Ag Leader. Contact your local Ag Leader dealer or visit agleader.com to upgrade your farm equipment with Ag Leader this year.
What happens when you call your insurance company?
If you have water in your basement, press 1.
Most big companies have a recorded message or an app.
If you are in your living room and see sky when you look up, press 2.
But when something bad happens, you just want to talk to a person. On a day like that phone line can end up feeling like a lifeline. At a time like that, you want a company like West Bend, because the worst brings out our best.
If there is a tree in your bedroom, press 3.
Visit thesilverlining.com to find out more.
Welcome to Game Day. You can feel the excitement all across campus. If it was a regular day, we could talk more about BW Fusion and how we're helping Iowa farmers increase profitability with fact-based crop nutrition programs. But today, it's all about basketball. So let's just say, go Clones. BW Fusion, the most powerful gallon in agriculture. A proud sponsor of Iowa State Athletics. Go Clones.
Wherever people work, live, or play, there is a plumber and steam fitter who made it possible. In today's business climate, you need partners you can trust. Partners that care about your company and your customers. Partners like the plumbers and steam fitters, Local Union 33. Local Union 33 finds the right people, trains them exceptionally well, and supplies a qualified workforce, whether you need general or specialized skills. For more information, log on to ualocal33.org.
Celebrating 60 years. Sukup Manufacturing Company offers quality products from a family-owned and operated business. A winning combination of producing innovative and reliable grain storage and grain handling products, giving you back the quality time for what's most important to you. Visit sukup.com to find your dealer today.
On the Cyclone Sports Network. From Learfield, you've been listening to the Authentic Brand Tip-Off Show. Look and feel authentic because that's what your brand is. You're listening to the Iowa Soybean Association, driven to deliver Coach's Corner. Just as the Cyclones deliver on the court, the Iowa Soybean Association and the Soybean Checkoff are driven to deliver opportunities and results for Iowa's 40,000 soybean farmers. See for yourself at iasoybeans.com. And by West Bend Insurance, the silver lining. Now, here is your host, the voice of the Cyclones, John Walters.
Clean burning biodiesel, frying your favorite ballpark food, the sneakers you wear, the tires that take you places. They all have one thing in common. They're made using Iowa-grown soybeans. The Iowa Soybean Association is driven to deliver sustainable soy solutions for every life, every day. Learn how the Iowa Soybean Association delivers for you at iasoybeans.com. Well, we look at this coaching matchup, and Kyle Smith, we mentioned, is the Pac-12 Coach of the Year, and what a nice job he's done with this Washington State program.
An East Coast guy originally. He coached at Columbia in the Ivy League for several years, and then 3 years as the head coach of the University of San Francisco. and now in his 5th season at Washington State, his first trip to the NCAA tournament. So he's 1-0 in NCAA tournament games.
Yeah, and he'll go up against TJ Otzelberger, who is in search of his 21st win against ranked opponents, and only Kansas has had more over the last 3 years, the Otts era. They have 22, but TJ, the job he's done, we've run out of ways to put it into words, but Eric, if he can get the Cyclones to the Sweet 16, he become the first Cyclone coach to do it twice.
Yeah, it's amazing, too. I mean, you look, because, Fred Hoiberg did it, Steve Prohm did it, TJ's done it, Tim Floyd did it, Larry Eustace did it.
Johnny Orr.
But none of them were able to quite get the job done twice.
Well, we'll see if TJ can pull the trigger on that, but we'll come back and visit with him about today's basketball game with Washington State. It's coming up. This is Cyclone Basketball from Learfield.
Score big with biodiesel. From your farm to the Cardinal and Gold bus carrying the Cyclones on game day. Better, cleaner now, biodiesel helps you score big when the game is on the line. Delivering on the court, in the field, and in the environment. Biodiesel. Grow it, request it, use it. Get in the game by visiting iasoybeans.com. This message brought to you by the Iowa Soybean Association and powered by the Soybean Checkoff.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the 2023-24 college athletic season? You can follow the standings of your favorite school or alma mater at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. That's thedirectorscup.com and L Directors Cup on Twitter. Trophies will be awarded in June 2024 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Raceline Alternative Energy is creating clean, renewable energy right here in rural Iowa. Our processes convert livestock waste and other organic sources into renewable natural gas. We're going one step further, not only creating renewable energy, but also improving air, water, and soil quality through our prairie restoration and cover cropping practices. To learn more about our renewable natural gas production and our ecological services, visit us online at racelinealternativeenergy.com.
There's nothing predictable in farming. Until now. Pivot BioProven 40 microbial nitrogen doesn't leach, denitrify, or volatilize like synthetic nitrogen. And Proven 40 stays with the corn plant throughout critical growth stages. Start with Pivot BioProven 40 as the predictable foundation of your nitrogen management plan. Contact your Pivot Bio sales rep today or visit pivotbio.com. That's pivotbio.com.
It's the Drive to Deliver Coach's Corner, our pregame visit with TJ Otzelberger. Iowa State taking on Washington State today in the second round of the NCAA tournament. TJ, facing a team here with tremendous length, I would imagine that it causes problems on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, they do a great job playing through their bigs and the post. They're terrific on the offensive glass. And then, as you mentioned, defensively, they have length that can disrupt passes and also protect the rim. So tremendous size across the board for their team.
Let's focus a little bit on your offensive end. How do you kind of deal with it on that end?
Well, offensively, it's going to be important that we attack in transition. We can score off our defense, that we space them out, make them guard in space more with the bigger bodies. And then we drive the ball to the basket, that our bigs are doing a great job either sealing their man or being in an open area so we can find them to drop off the pass.
How about on the other end? What do you do specifically there to try to be successful?
Well, for us, everything starts with dictating defensively. We want to have tremendous ball pressure. We want to push them out of the scoring area and not allow them to make comfortable passes, reversals, or enter the post. We like to keep the ball out of the post whenever possible and then make sure we're sound on our traps and rotations, that if it is to get in, that we can make sure that we get it out and we limit them to one shot.
Taman, in postseason games here, 23 assists, 3 turnovers. Feels like he's gotten back to playing the way he was when he was really at his peak. And maybe he's at his peak right now, but it's sure been fun to watch.
Yeah, he's an elite competitor. He cares about his teammates. He wants to play so well for the program, his teammates, for the fans, for everybody. And so the pride comes out in him in those key moments. And so I'm just really proud of the leader and the man that he is and how he continues to play. It's terrific.
He's facing a guard here, a lead guard for Washington State, who is kind of a shoot-first point guard. He's a good distributor, too, but he really does hunt his shot. What's the challenge here for Taman today?
Well, I think it's going to be in transition, making sure every time that we start the fight. We take the fight to them. So it's going to be keeping the dribble in front of us, not giving him angles to get downhill and make plays, and then making sure he has to work for everything. And Taman does a terrific job of that most nights. We have no reason to believe he won't do that job here today.
Back to wrap things up with TJ on the Drive to Deliver Coach's Corner, brought to you by the Iowa Soybean Association. Back with more pregame on the Cyclone Network from Learfield. Sometimes work is fine. You're thankful for the paycheck, but if you're honest with yourself, you'd really love a hands-on, honest-to-goodness, hard work kind of job. One that's fulfilling and pays well. Is it possible that the grass really is greener out there? Not everybody finds a rewarding career working alongside the farmers of Iowa that they know and respect, but the positions do exist. The grass really is greener at Key Cooperative's 20 locations across central Iowa. Think about the possibilities. Think about Key Cooperative.
Discover new opportunities together in a new Chevy. Meet up in an Equinox, winner of the J.D. Power Award for initial quality among compact SUVs. Lend a hand in the strong and capable Silverado, or mix it up in a high-tech Trax with an available 11-inch diagonal touchscreen. Find family, friends, and fun in the Chevy that's right for you. Click to learn more.
More Iowans drive Chevy.
For J.D. Power 2023 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Mary Greeley wants you for our award-winning team. We provide outstanding patient care throughout central Iowa, and we're looking for a variety of healthcare professionals, including nurses and patient care techs. We also have part-time jobs for students, competitive salaries, great benefits, and an unbeatable workplace culture. Learn more about your opportunities at mgmc.org/careers.
Corn rootworms are called the billion-dollar bug for a reason. If you don't control the adult populations now, their offspring will cost you later. Stewart EC Insecticide from FMC offers a unique mode of action that delivers fast and long-lasting residual control of corn rootworm beetles and other tough insects. Choose Stewart EC Insecticide from FMC. Always read and follow label directions and precautions for use.
We're back wrapping things up with TJ. It's Iowa State and Washington State today. And, Coach, we were just talking about Taman. Let's talk about the other backcourt guy that has been playing so well in Keyshawn Gilbert. And it feels like with him, you got to give him a certain amount of leash. But he's a guy that you can let play and make plays, and his instincts just kind of take over.
Yeah, I really trust Keyshawn's ability to make decisions with the basketball. He's committed to making the right play. We've seen the evolution of his game and how he's continued to do such a great job of that moving forward. He cares so much about his teammates. He's a phenomenal passer on the move, great decision maker. And when you're a guy that plays with that aggressiveness that he does, as a coach from time to time, there's going to be a turnover. There's going to be a tough play, but I love his competitive spirit. I love how he stays the course. I love his attacking mindset.
Trey King has done a great job recently on the defensive boards. Milan has started doing a better job on the defensive boards. How big a deal is that today, especially with Isaac Jones down there and as good offensive rebounder as he is?
Yeah, it's probably as important as any element of this game is going to be limiting them to one shot. And it's blocking out, it's rebounding down, it's guards chasing down rebounds, securing loose balls. So it's across the board. It's not just a one-man job.
All right, TJ, good luck with the game today. We'll look forward to catching up with you afterwards.
Sounds great. Thanks a lot, John.
That wraps up the Drive to Deliver Coach's Corner, brought to you by the Iowa Soybean Association. Back with more pregame on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
You've been listening to the Iowa Soybean Association Driven to Deliver Coach's Corner, brought to you by Plumbers and Steam Fitters Local Union 33, your partner in success. Now, stay tuned for the Cyclones warm-up show. This is Iowa State Cyclone basketball from Learfield.
Score big with biodiesel. From your farm to the Cardinal and Gold bus carrying the Cyclones on game day. Better, cleaner now biodiesel helps you score big when the game is on the line. Delivering on the court, in the field, and in the environment. Biodiesel. Grow it, request it, use it. Get in the game by visiting iasoybeans.com. This message brought to you by the Iowa Soybean Association and powered by the Soybean Checkoff.
We stand for people, progress and pride.
When you're a member of the Iowa Farm Bureau, you're a part of a unique organization. 153,000 families dedicated to your prosperity. From ag marketing seminars and legislative action to affordable health care, student scholarships, and more. Farm Bureau's mission is to help our members prosper. Contact your local Farm Bureau and join today.
You find yourself frustrated with your company's apparel? Does it fall short of representing your brand effectively? It's time to elevate your standards and make the switch to gear with the Authentic brand label. Even the big brands can't compete with the incredible range of products, fabrics, and sizes offered. Look and feel authentic because that's what your brand is. Tell your trusted supplier you want the label our team proudly wears. Tell them you want Authentic brand.
Cyclone farmers do it all. That's why at Ag Leader, we're devoted to making your life easier every day through every season with our easy-to-use precision farming technology that can do it all alongside you, from planting and spraying to steering, harvesting, and more. Based in Ames, Iowa, our products like the Cyclones are the top of the line. Do it all on your farm with Ag Leader. Contact your local Ag Leader dealer or visit agleader.com to upgrade your farm equipment with Ag Leader this year.
On the Cyclones Sports Network. From Learfield, welcome to the Cyclones Warm-Up Show. Now, here is your host, the voice of the Cyclones, John Walters.
Washington State is the number 7 seed in the East region. They're ranked 25th on the AP poll, and they're 25-9 on the season. They went 14-6 in the Pac-12, but as Eric mentioned, a couple of victories over Arizona. Very impressive as they stand out, especially winning in Tucson. Iowa State comes in 28-7 overall. Of course, they were 13-5 in the Big 12. They are 4th ranked on the AP poll. They are the number 2 seed here in the East region. And Eric, let's take a look at the individual matchups today.
Well, as much as everybody talks about Isaac Jones, and rightfully so, first team all Pac-12 big guy, I think you always start with the point guard, and Miles Rice, really a great story, too. I mean, the guy, his 3rd year, he's a freshman, but last year had a bout with Hodgkin's lymphoma and missed the entire year, got the cancer-free, at the end of spring last year. And, man, he's been really good. Freshman of the year in the Pac-12. And at 6'3", good size, a bubbly personality, not a great three-point shooter, but can. But he wants to push it. He looks to score. And that matchup with Taman Lipsey is just made for TV and radio. I mean, those guys, I think, are going to go at it real. But Iowa State's going to have Keyshawn on him at times, too. And I think that's another really good matchup. Jalen Wells, you mentioned Division II transfer, 6'7", a guy that can really ring the bell from the perimeter, 43%. And, he's averaging, 12.5 points a game, but at 6'7", can Keyshawn really get into him and make him turn it over? I think, once again, he's got a decent assist-to-turnover ratio, but I don't think they've faced in the Pac-12 the kind of defense that they're going to face today. Okay, now I'll get to Isaac Jones, 6'9", 245, and I think he's a center, and I know they got a 6'11" guy, but I think the strength of Isaac Jones means that Rob and Hassan, maybe some Trey as well, are going to have to do battle with him on the block, and once again try to keep him off the free throw line, because once again, as I mentioned, he shot 11 or drew 11 fouls the other night against Drake. I mean, he's such a strong guy. He has attempted 187 free throws in 34 games this year, and that's 70% decent free throw shooter. I think those are some of the interesting matchups in this game. Also, you got a guy, Andre Yakimovsky from North Macedonia, which, by the way, is in Europe, John.
Thank you.
Anyway, but he's the guy who has attempted 197 threes. I mean, once again, another one of those tall guys at 6'8", 220. He's built just a lot like Milan, and those guys are going to maybe battle from the perimeter. He's 33%, so not a great three-point shooter, but certainly capable of knocking down a bunch if you're not active on him as well. So I think the matchup between those two guys, just think of how much Milan got the ball rolling the other day for Iowa State. Boy, if he could do that again here tonight, then that would be huge.
And you look at benches, and obviously Hassan Ward playing very well for Iowa State, and Curtis Jones and Demarion Watson gives you some flexibility. And for them, they really play 3 guys off the bench, Eric. Isaiah Watts, Ruben Chinyelu, and Kamani Winsu.
Yeah, and Winsu's the guy, too, at 6'7". Watts, even though he's a guard, when Miles Rice is out of the game, Winsu's the guy that's going to run the point more. At 6'7", he's got pretty good handle from France, and once again, decent assist-to-turnover ratio as well.
Yeah, he played at the Tony Parker Basketball Academy, so you'd expect that. And it should be a good one. Iowa State and Washington State ready to square off here before too long. We'll come back in a couple of minutes with more of the warm-up show. This is the Cyclone Network from Learfield. American Equity salutes today's hero of the game. As a proud sponsor of the ongoing recognition of our military during Cyclone games this season, please join American Equity in thanking all who have served our country. American Equity is more than just retirement savings and income products. They're committed to providing you best-in-class service and high-quality retirement income that helps deliver the independence to dream and reach your goals. To learn more about American Equity, please visit their website at american-equity.com.
Hi, this is Kevin with Avela Bank. We want to wish the best of luck to our Cyclones. We're proud they're working hard and working together to achieve their goals. At Avela Bank, we are following those same principles using hard work and dedication to help our customers reach their goals. Whether that's buying new equipment for your farm or business, financing real estate, or establishing a business line of credit. We want to be a part of your team and work with you to achieve your goals. Stop in at Avela Bank and speak with a banker today. Avela Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Dear basketball fans, want to drive a winner? Get in a Toyota and see how impressive they are. The RAV4 is a versatile playmaker built to get the crowd going. The Highlander is a slam dunk when it comes to space. And the Camry is a fast break of fun and reliability. Plus, these Toyotas come with available all-wheel drive, so you can drive the lane with power. Visit Toyota.com to learn more, or check out your local Toyota dealership today. Toyota, let's go places.
Go long for season-long foliar disease protection that starts at plant. Only Xyway brand fungicides from FMC provide season-long inside-out foliar disease protection. A single at-plant application provides comparable performance in corn yield protection to that of VT to R1 foliar fungicides against diseases like gray leaf spot, northern corn leaf blight, and more. Visit your FMC retailer or xyway.ag.fmc.com to learn more. Always read and follow all label directions.
Iowa State and Washington State tonight from here at the CHI Health Center in Omaha, Nebraska. It will be a packed house, most of them Iowa State fans. Washington State well represented too, but you will have a decided home court advantage for the Cyclones here tonight. Let's pause 10 seconds to allow our stations to identify themselves. This is the Cyclone Network from Learfield. Yeah, a lot of Cardinal and gold here in Omaha. Iowa State trying to advance to the Sweet 16 for a 7th time. And they have standing in their way the Washington State Cougars. Back with more on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Farming is not easy or predictable, especially when it comes to nitrogen. Until now. Pivot BioProven 40 on seed for corn is microbial nitrogen that is directly on the seed. No need to lift, haul, inject, or apply it. Why? Because the nitrogen you need is already on the seed. It's that easy. So why not pivot to easy with Pivot BioProven 40 on seed? Contact your Pivot Bio sales rep or visit pivotbio.com.
Score big with biodiesel. From your farm to the Cardinal and Gold bus carrying the Cyclones on game day. Better, cleaner now, biodiesel helps you score big when the game is on the line. Delivering on the court, in the field, and in the environment. Biodiesel. Grow it, request it, use it. Get in the game by visiting iasoybeans.com. This message brought to you by the Iowa Soybean Association and powered by the Soybean Checkoff.
Iowa State 1858, a handcrafted quality vodka. Raise a glass of award-winning vodka as you cheer on Iowa State athletes. Made with premium ingredients and bottled locally at Iowa Distilling Company, one of Iowa's largest native distilleries that bottles 7 spirits locally, including our flagship Prairie Fire Cinnamon Whiskey and Saints and Sinners Apple Pie. Proud to now include Iowa State 1858 vodka in the lineup. Remember, a portion of the proceeds go to ISU Athletics, and we will collect it with every bottle sold. Learn more by visiting iowadistilling.com/Iowa State 1858. Please enjoy responsibly.
You dodge raindrops and chase daylight. To win, you make the most of every pass, every seed, every acre. Meristem is all about helping farmers improve nutrient use efficiency, build big healthy plants fast, and position the crop to finish strong. Connect with your Meristem dealer to put products to work on your farm, like Excavator, Revline Hopper Throttle, and Harvest Shield Complete. Fight back. Go fast. Win more. MeristemAg.com.
The Iowa State Pep Band absolutely bringing it on our national anthem, and hard to find an empty seat in this arena now. It is really filled in as Iowa State gets ready to take on the Cougars of Washington State in this great environment for college basketball.
Yeah, great, handy for Iowa State fans, and man, give them something kind of handy, and they're going to take advantage of it in a big-time way. We saw it, last week in Kansas City. We see it in bowl games, and here tonight in round of 32 in the NCAA tournament.
Well, what are your keys to getting it done?
Well, I think number one, I think Iowa State has got to win the turnover battle, and they really have to score points in transition off that. I think that's going to be really big in this game, and I think they're really capable of doing it. The second thing, they have to defensive rebound. It's a really good offensive rebounding team, about 11 plus offensive rebounds a game for the Cougars, and it's an area where Iowa State has not been great even in recent weeks. They've got to get better at that, and sometimes their defense lends itself to those opportunities for offensive rebounds, but it's going to take the extra effort tonight, I think, to get the job done on the defensive glass. And then the third thing, you're playing a big team, and if they're playing man, you got to make them chase you around. So what I want to see is great ball movement, side-to-side ball movement, great personnel movement, and then attacking the paint after you've done that. And I think if you do that, you're going to get some really quality looks, and just hopefully tonight Iowa State's going to be able to knock them down.
Well, they were sure knocking them down the other night.
Yeah.
When they started out 9 for 9 from the floor against South Dakota State. And,
no question.
Shot the ball well throughout that game, in fact, as Iowa State ended up shooting 58%. They hit 11 of 23 from 3. And Eric, they had a school record for an NCAA tournament game, 23 assists and just 9 turnovers. So, they've done stuff.
They've done such a good job taking care of the basketball. Kansas City, 6 turnovers the first 2 games each, and then 9 in the championship game, I believe, against Houston, and then 9 the other night against South Dakota State. So they've been taking care of the basketball. And you take care of the basketball, and you're getting shots because you're not turning it over. You're shooting a good percentage. Well, those are some of the pillars of winning basketball for sure.
Iowa State had 5 players in double figures that night against South Dakota State, and they are 30-1 under TJ Otzelberger when they have 4 players or more hit double digits. It's the first meeting all time between Washington State and Iowa State. The Cyclones 2-5 against current Pac-12 teams in the NCAA tournament. But TJ Otzelberger seeking his 70th win at Iowa State.
Say that again.
70.
No.
Okay. The 2-5 part. In the NCAA tournament, Iowa State is 2-5 against current Pac-12 teams. That was the thing.
Okay, gotcha.
In tournament games, right. So, but yeah, Coach Hodge, think about that. Takes over a program that had won 2 games, and now in his 3rd year, he is seeking his 70th win today.
Wow.
Good stuff.
I'm loving it. It's been a lot of fun.
It sure has. And I don't know that Iowa State's had it better. When you think about Kevin Dresser and what he's doing with the wrestling program, and Matt Campbell and what he's doing with the football program, the tremendous job Bill Fenley's doing, obviously TJ Altenberger, we can go on and on. Ashley Miles-Greig coming in and taking over gymnastics, terrific start for her. I mean, obviously there's going to be some building there, but she really impacted that program in a big way in the first year. There's just, the list goes on and on. Jamie Pinkerton, I mean, there's a lot of real positives going on at Iowa State right now.
No question. And as the wrestling wraps up, Iowa State's going to have a top 10 finish, and that has kind of eluded Iowa State for a while. And man, a step in the right direction. So many outstanding wrestlers returning.
We want to wish David Carr the best of luck in his championship match as well. What a great representative of Iowa State University that young man has been. Here today, it is Iowa State and Washington State with a trip to the Sweet 16 on the line. That wraps up the warm-up show. We'll return with the opening tip on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Hey, it's your friend, social media. Where I showcase the cool life of sports stars and friends. But don't fall for the editing and good lighting, because we all have struggles and challenges, like with alcohol or drug use, gambling, or our mental health. Talking about it is a sign of strength. Maybe you don't know who to talk to. Your Life Iowa can give you resources or treatment options. Get free 24/7 confidential support. Call, text, or chat online at yourlifeiowa.org. A message from Iowa HHS. Celebrating 60 years. Sukup Manufacturing Company offers quality products from a family-owned and operated business. A winning combination of producing innovative and reliable grain storage and grain handling products, giving you back the quality time for what's most important to you. Visit sukup.com to find your dealer today.
To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/fan of corn.
Discover new opportunities together in a new Chevy. Meet up in an Equinox, winner of the J.D. Power Award for initial quality among compact SUVs. Lend a hand in the strong and capable Silverado, or mix it up in a high-tech Trax with an available 11-inch diagonal touchscreen. Find family, friends, and fun in the Chevy that's right for you. Click to learn more.
More Iowans drive Chevy.
For J.D. Power 2023 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Every day is game day for Iowa farmers when it comes to caring for the environment. Today's farm technology lets farmers map soils to determine the exact nutrient needs for each field. These soil samples are matched with fertilizer and manure applications to precisely apply the nutrients the crop needs to be healthy. Iowa farmers care about the water we share. This message is brought to you by Iowa Corn Promotion Board, Pivot Bio, Delta Dental of Iowa, as a commitment to improving the health and wellness of all Iowans. Get in the game and learn more at cleanwateriowa.org.
On the Cyclone Sports Network from Learfield, Cyclone Basketball is on the air. Brought to you by Hy-Vee, who proudly supports the Iowa State Cyclones. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Pioneer, what's next happens here since 1926. And by the Iowa Farm Bureau, celebrating farmers and Iowans who summon the strength to do more, be more, those who are farm strong. You're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa State Cyclones with Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield, live from Omaha, Nebraska. It's time to dance. It's the NCAA tournament. Now let's join John Walters for the Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield first half.
A huge roar as the Cyclones took the floor just a moment ago, as this crowd is decidedly in favor of the Cyclones, as you'd expect, and Washington State has just taken the floor as well. Final warm-ups, and in a couple of minutes we will get underway between Iowa State and Washington State. And Eric, let's take a look at the starting lineups.
Well, for the 7th-seeded Washington State Cougars, they will start with Jalen Wells at forward. He's 6'8", 205 pounds. He is a junior from Sacramento, California. He's transferred from Sonoma State Division II school, but he's a really good player. 12.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, shoots 43% beyond the arc. The point guard and the only guard in their starting lineup is Miles Rice, 6'3", 180-pound freshman from Columbia, South Carolina. Freshman of the year in the Pac-12, averaging 15 points, 4 assists, and a great story. He overcome Hodgkin's lymphoma, forced him to miss all of last year, and now plays with a real bounce in his step. Isaac Jones is at forward, the Idaho transfer. He's 6'9", 245 pounds, a fifth-year player from Spanaway, Washington. 15.5 points, their leading scorer, and leading rebounder at 7.5, all Pac-12 performer. Andre Yakimovsky is at forward, 6'8", 220-pound senior from North Macedonia. He's averaging 10 points, 5.5 rebounds, and a guy who looks to put up the three, puts up about 6 attempts per game, shoots 33% beyond the arc. Oscar Clough is at center. He's 6'11", 255 pounds, a junior from Sunshine Coast, Australia. Played junior college ball in Arizona, and he averages 7 points, 4.5 rebounds. And the head coach, Kyle Smith of the Washington State Cougars. For Iowa State, it's going to be that same lineup that's been working just fine. Trey King is at forward. He's 6'7", 230 pounds, a senior from Lexington, Kentucky, averaging 9 points and 5 rebounds. Taman Lipsey is the point guard, 6'1", 200 pounds, a sophomore from Ames, averaging 12.5 points, over 4.5 rebounds, and nearly 5 assists and a couple steals per game. And he has had a terrific sophomore season. Keyshawn Gilbert, also at guard, 6'4", 200 pounds, a junior from St. Louis, averaging 14 points, 4.5 rebounds, 4 assists, a couple steals per game for Keyshawn as well. Robert Jones is at forward. He's 6'10", 255 pounds, a senior from Prior Lake, Minnesota, averaging 8 points and 4 rebounds. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Cyclones, Milan Momcilovic, 6'8", 220 pounds, a freshman from Pewaukee, Wisconsin, averaging 11 points and 3 rebounds and shooting 36% from 3. He's really come on, especially in the last 10 days here for Iowa State. He's had a great year, all Big 12 all-freshman team. Iowa State is coached by T.J. Otzelberger in his 3rd season as the head coach of the Cyclones. And he is assisted by J.R. Blount, Kyle Green, Nate Schmidt, and Eric Crawford. Hey, our officials for tonight's game, none of them really Big 12 guys. Pat Adams does some, but Patrick Adams, Pat Driscoll, and Kenneth Burdett.
And those starting lineups being introduced to this big crowd here as we speak. Washington State will be the road team. They're going to wear their road uniforms. They're kind of a burgundy color with an off-white lettering and trim. And Iowa State will wear its home white uniforms. They've got the cardinal and gold trim, Cyclones written across the chest in bright gold letters. Milan Momcilovic has started every game of his freshman season. In fact, that Iowa State lineup has really stayed pretty consistent all season long.
Well, only been 2 changes. Hassan Ward began the year as a starter because they wanted to bring Rob off the bench. Yep. And then when he had the stress fracture in a foot, that was moved Rob in. When Hassan came back, they stayed. And the only other change was when Taman Lipsey was unavailable to play at TCU, and that put a starter, made Kurt Jones a starter for that one game. So yes, it's been very consistent.
Well, you love to see these guys get this opportunity. It's such a special event, the NCAA tournament. And memories that are going to last a lifetime for these guys.
Down to less than 32 teams now.
Yeah, that's right. Taman Lipsey just got introduced, and Keyshawn Gilbert will be the last Cyclone to be introduced. And tonight's opening tip is brought to you by Iowa State 1858, a handcrafted quality vodka with a portion of the proceeds going to Iowa State Athletics and the We Will Collective. It'll be really fascinating to see how Iowa State deals with this length of Washington State and how they deal with the quickness of Keyshawn Gilbert, Taman Lipsey, and Iowa State.
It's a really good matchup. And
you mentioned Miles Rice, the point guard, man. He's a guy that's a shoot-first point guard, but he has been really struggling with his three-point shot. He was 0 for 22 in the 7 games leading into that Drake game. He did hit 1 of 3 the other night, but he hasn't stopped taking them.
They believe in it.
And I like watching him play. He carries himself kind of like Tyrese Halliburton. He's just kind of got that happy look on his face. So, last second instructions from TJ Otzelberger and Kyle Smith. And here come the teams onto the floor. Rob Jones will jump center for Iowa State, as he always does. And the Cyclones are going to operate from left to right in front of us. We are sitting opposite the Cyclone bench. And Iowa State, the first half, will go from our left to our right. Patrick Adams, the man to put the ball in the air. Jumping center for Washington State will be Oscar Clough. He'll jump it up against Rob Jones. The winner goes to the Sweet 16. Iowa State and Washington State underway here in Omaha. And the tip controlled by the Cougars. They operate from right to left. Miles Rice, their point guard, the redshirt freshman, but a third-year freshman. And he has the dribble on the right wing. Throws it off to Clough. Iowa State starting man-to-man, and King has the defensive assignment on Isaac Jones. Now on a switch, he's on Yakimovsky, who dribbles to the left wing. 11 to shoot it. There's a pass back out high to Rice. 8 on the shot clock. Rice driving to his right. Good pass, and Isaac Jones challenged by King, who fouled him and might have injured him a little bit. Trey coming over to make sure he's okay, but Jones took a shot to the face there. And the foul on Trey King will send Isaac Jones to the place where you said, Eric, he goes a lot, the free throw line.
You said drew 11 fouls the other night against Drake, and they got the mismatch they wanted because of Iowa State's switch. They had Momcilovic covering the powerful Isaac Jones, so they tried to get the ball to him. And Trey King came over on help defense, made him earn it at the free throw line. 70% free throw shooter.
And he knocks down the first, so Washington State striking first in this one. One more free throw coming for the 6'9" senior, Isaac Jones. Second try is also good. He made them both 2-0 Washington State.
And you got to see some pressure. 2-2-1.
They throw it ahead to Gilbert. He's into the front court. Brings it back to Taman Lipsey, and here we go on Iowa State's first possession. Trey King out high off to the right wing, and Gilbert. Now Momcilovic gives it to Lipsey on the left side. Hooks a pass to Rob Jones. He'll hand off on the come around to Gilbert. Back inside to Rob. Reverse layup. Hit the bottom of the backboard, but Lipsey up with it. Out to Milan for a 3. Missed it long, and the rebound tracked down by Jalen Wells. Good look for Milan Momcilovic. Couldn't get it down. 2-0 Washington State leads it.
And how successful are the Cougars going to be getting that ball inside?
Rice on the perimeter. Throws it to the right side, and Yakimovsky. Now out to Jones, top of the circle. A bounce pass inside, and Clough, a left-hand layup, shot it too hard, and the rebound to Rob Jones. Iowa State down 2-0, and Gilbert spins into the front court. He's picked up by Rice. Gilbert to the right side with the dribble. Into the paint, tough shot, off the glass too hard. Rebound, Rob Jones tried to kick it out and stolen by Isaac Jones. And here comes Wells up the left side of the floor for Washington State. They lead it 2-0. Wells driving left all the way in, double clutch layup good. It's 4-0 in favor of the Cougars. Jalen Wells connecting. Taman Lipsey brings it up the floor for the Cyclones.
So far, we've seen man-to-man defense for the Cougars.
Rob Jones, top of the circle, hands off eventually here to the right wing and Gilbert, but it went through his fingertips, and the last touch by Rice. It'll belong to the Cyclones. They'll have 13 to shoot.
Yeah, they've been aggressive, trying to keep the ball out of the hands of Taman Lipsy. Miles Rice, 6'3".
Lipsy to throw it in. Comes into Rob Jones. Now to the left wing. Gilbert, 10 on the shot clock. To the top. Momcilovic to the free throw line. Jumper, too hard. And the rebound to Yakimovsky.
Milan's had a couple of good looks.
4-0. And now a Wells 3 in transition, in and out. And the rebound to Trey King. Allowed to Keyshawn. Up the right side of the floor comes Gilbert. Backing in on the dribble now against Rice. He spins by him. Lean in jumper. No. Got his own rebound. And missed that too. Tip. No. And the rebound to Isaac Jones. Iowa State had 3 cracks at it there. They trail 4-0.
Yeah, Iowa State has not been able to finish inside yet.
Rice on the dribble for Washington State. They have a 4-0 lead in the basketball. Rice out high with the dribble. They come with a double team. He bounces it to Isaac Jones over to the right corner. Yakimovsky, a shot fake, and now a 3. Missing. And the rebound out of bounds to Iowa State. And the Cyclones will substitute with Hassan Ward, Kurt Jones, and Demarion Watson in. Trey King checks out. So does Robert Jones and Taman Lipsy.
Yeah, Washington State has already blocked 2 shots inside.
They average almost 5 blocks a game. They're second in the Pac-12 in that category. 4-0. Washington State leads it. We're 3 minutes into the game.
Well, Iowa State's had some good looks, too.
They have. Gilbert on the dribble now at the point guard spot. Got a screen from Ward, drove it. Double clutch shot, knocked away by Clough, and cleared by Yakimovsky.
Man, where's the foul on that one?
I thought Clough pretty physically got over there to challenge. Now it is Wells throwing it out high to Rice. Rice between the circles, spins on the dribble. Now maintains the dribble and looks to create. Off to the right wing it goes. This is Yakimovsky with 8 to shoot along the right baseline. Shovels to Wells in the left corner. He's on the dribble, fires a 3 left wing and hits it. Jalen Wells connects for 3. He's got 5 points and a 7-0 Washington State.
And a really good challenge by Demarion Watson on that. I won't say desperation 3, but it was he had to put it up, a challenge and a step back.
7-0. Now a near steal for Rice. Gilbert has it, gets into the paint, and now brings it back out, and his pass deflected away and stolen. Yakimovsky racing the other way with a dribble. Down the lane, his pass knocked away by Hassan Ward. Out of bounds to Washington State. We'll have a media timeout. It's 7-0. Washington State leads it with 15:55 to go in the first. Let's take the break on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
We stand for people, progress and pride.
We are the Iowa Farm Bureau, and we believe in nurturing our state's most precious resource, our children. That's why we provide millions of dollars in scholarships, grants, and resources to Iowa students and teachers. For more information, contact your local county farm bureau.
At Mid-American Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back to the Nitrogen Stabilizers Draft.
Optonite technology, first pick, just like the last 46 years.
That's what we love about this sport. We just don't know.
We know. It keeps nitrogen in the corn's root zone for 8 weeks. Compare with 2 weeks for others.
With the first pick, farmers select
Optonite technology from Corteva Agriscience. That's it. I'm going for a pretzel.
The pick is in. Optonite technology from Corteva Agriscience with N-Serve and Instinct Next-Gen Nitrogen Stabilizers.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment. Knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Welcome back to the Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield first half. A first half that's gotten off to a great start for Washington State. They lead it 7-0 over the Cyclones. This broadcast of the NCAA Division I Men's Basketball Championship is authorized under broadcast rights granted by the NCAA through Westwood One. It's intended solely for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any reproduction, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of NCAA and Westwood One is strictly prohibited.
Well, Iowa State 0 for 7 from the field, 2 of 5 for the Cougars, and Iowa State's got to figure out a way to get a basket. I think once you get that first one, things will seem a little easier. But right now, Washington State doing a good job not turning the ball over. No turnovers yet for them. Iowa State has turned it over a couple of times.
Yakimovsky to trigger, bounces it into Wells, left to the lane, defended by Kurt Jones. Back out to Yakimovsky on the left wing. 15:50 remaining first half. Cyclones down 7-0. Yakimovsky on the dribble. They come with a double. He gets rid of it. And now on the right side, Wells. Wells against Kurt Jones with 9 to shoot. Into the paint. Kick out to Rice for an open 3 left side. Back iron no, and the rebound to Kurt Jones. Here comes Taman Lipsey the other way. Cyclones hunting their first bucket. Lipsey trying to create. Pass knocked away. Kurt Jones dives to get it back, and they call a foul on Kurt. Are you kidding me? How is a guy diving for a loose ball a foul? That is an unbelievably poor call.
Oh my goodness.
That is awful.
Oh, that is an incredibly bad call.
That is so bad. My goodness.
Oh my goodness.
A foul called on Kurt Jones just diving for a loose ball. Here's Isaac Jones handing it off to Wells. 7-0 Washington State, the lead of the ball. Now Rice lost control of it. Momcilovic up with the steal. Iowa State the other way. Milan on the dribble to Taman Lipsey. Left wing 3 on the way. No good. Rebound Hassan Ward. In a crowd. Lost control of it, but he was fouled. And Hassan will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. The foul on Clough. The first foul of the game on Washington State. Clough could easily have 2 already. Hassan goes to the free throw line.
And Kamani Winsu is going to check in for the Cougars.
Hassan Ward's free throw try is good. There's the first point of the night.
Okay. So Gilbert in for Momcilovic, and Winsu replaces Clough. And
Trey King is going to come back as well.
Winsu 6'7", so they go from 6'11" down to 6'7".
And King in for Watson. One more free throw for Hassan Ward. 7-1. Washington State leads it with 15:06 to go in the first half. Ward's second free throw no good, and the rebound to Wells. Washington State a 7-1 lead and the basketball. Isaac Jones out to collect the ball on the right wing. Wants some space as he works against Hassan Ward. Shovels it out to Yakimovsky. Ball reversal left side. Wells a 3. No good. And a good rebound for Hassan Ward. That ankle looks just fine for him. 7-1. Cyclones trail. Here's Gilbert into the front court. They spread the floor. Keyshawn works on the dribble, handing it off to King. Now Jones on the right side. Back out to Hassan Ward. Lipsey returns it to King, top of the circle. Right side to Gilbert. Keyshawn throws it out to Ward. 8 on the shot clock. Hassan waiting for help. Gives it to Trey King with 5 to shoot it. Here's a pass to Lipsey on the right side. 2 on the shot clock. Jab step jumper right baseline by Lipsey would not fall. Rebound to Isaac Jones.
Yeah, good defensive trip for Washington State.
They have yet to allow a field goal, and we're almost 6 minutes into this game. On the left side, Wells gets another open 3. In and out, no. And the rebound to Hassan Ward. Man, is he climbing the ladder to go get those rebounds. 7-1, Washington State. Gilbert drives past Yakimovsky, throws it out. Kurt Jones a 3. In there. Kurt buries a 3 from the left wing, and all of a sudden it's 7-4.
Well, good job getting into the teeth of the defense by Keyshawn Gilbert.
And that brings this Cyclone crowd to life. Winsu out high, on the dribble, to the right corner and Wells. Along the baseline he operates, stripped by Gilbert, but out of bounds to Washington State. And Rob Jones will re-enter for the Cyclones.
Yeah, good minutes by Hassan Ward.
No doubt. 14 on the shot clock, 13:31 on the game clock. It's 7-4 Washington State.
3 rebounds in 3 minutes for Hassan.
Rice to throw it in. To Winsu in the right corner. Trying to create, throws it off to Yakimovsky, to Rice in the left corner. He'll put it on the floor, nowhere to go because of Rob Jones' defensive work. Now Rice to the baseline, shovels to Isaac Jones, lean-in jumper good. Isaac Jones with his first field goal, he has 4. It's 9-4, Washington State. 13:09 to go in the first half. Lipsy leaves it for King. And now Rob Jones out to collect it, top of the circle, waits for Cutters. Throws to Trey King to the right side, Lipsy. Taman off to Rob, a backdoor cut by King, and Rob tried to throw it to him, the ball was kicked. It'll belong to Iowa State, they'll have 20 to shoot it.
Yeah, trying to go backdoor.
Momcilovic in for Lipsy. Iowa State trails 9-4. Keyshawn Gilbert to throw it in for the Cyclones. Takes a long look. Now throws it out high for Momcilovic, who lets it go into the backcourt, then tracks it down. Here comes Kurt Jones with it. Cyclones down 5. Kurt has the only field goal. He finds Gilbert, who drives, draws some contact, nothing called. Ball knocked away, and Isaac Jones up with it for Washington State. Here comes the outlet pass ahead to Rice. Iowa State yet to really create the turnovers they need to get out and run. This pace is very much to Washington State's liking. Here's a pass to Jones, jump hook in the lane with the right hand, no, and the rebound to Trey King. 9-4, Washington State. Here comes Keyshawn Gilbert for the Cyclones. Again gets bumped. Kicks it out right corner to Kurt Jones. Lean in, two-pointer, no. Rebound tipped out and controlled by Yakimovsky.
Cyclones, 1 of 11. Make that 1 out of 12 from the field. And still only down 5.
They trail at 9-4. Here's Yakimovsky to the right baseline, double teamed. Pass back out. Winsu has it, throws it cross court to Wells. He'll bring it back out to Rice. In traffic, Rice on the dribble, fires top of the circle and hits it. Miles Rice connects, and it's 11-4 Cougars. 11:47 to go in the first half. Here's Trey King off to the right wing and Momcilovic. A pass to Gilbert between the circles, defended by Rice. Keyshawn trying to lose him with the dribble. Fires a tough jumper. No good. Rebound battle. Knocked out of bounds by Rob Jones. It'll belong to Washington State. Timeout on the floor. 11:34 remains in the first half. Iowa State with just 1 field goal. They trail Washington State 11-4. We'll take the break on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Could try to explain what it feels like to get your work done on a John Deere. The way a Z-Track mower finishes in half the time you thought it would. How easily soil gets moved with a 1 Series tractor. Or how it feels to tow up to 4,000 pounds behind a Gator XUV. But if you really want to know what it's like to run with us, you just have to get in the seat.
Get in the right seat at Van Wall with special offers like a 1023E for only $129 per month.
Offer ends 4/30/2024. Some restrictions apply. See a Van Wall location for details.
Hello, Cyclone Nation. Coach Otzelberger here. If you want to win, you need to have winning habits every single day. It's a commitment to being greater than you were last week, last month, and last year. Greater Iowa Credit Union is committed to helping you get there. That's why they build their loans and accounts to fit your needs. Greater Iowa also contributes hundreds of thousands of dollars to dozens of organizations throughout Iowa because they believe we can all win if we work together. Find out more at one of their 9 branches or at gicu.org.
Federally insured by NCAA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Get ready to score big with IMT Insurance. When it comes to your personal and business insurance needs, IMT Insurance is your MVP. Leave the worries behind and focus on your game. IMT Insurance has you covered so you can be worry-free. Whether it's personal or business needs, they've got the playbook to protect you from life's unexpected fouls. Don't let life's unplanned challenges sideline you. With IMT Insurance, you can stay in the game with confidence. Visit IMTINS.com today to learn more. With IMT Insurance, bring your A game and be worry-free.
Welcome back to the Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield first half. 11:34 to go. It's 11-4. Washington State and Eric, Iowa State, 1 of 13 from the floor.
That's not good. They've had some challenge. They've had some shots blocked. But they've also missed some good looks, too. They just got to get settled down, make a couple of shots, and kind of feel the rhythm. Washington State has done a nice job moving the basketball, not getting caught in the double teams. Iowa State's forced but 1 turnover so far here in the first 8.5 minutes. Well, tonight's game is brought to you by the all-new Hy-Vee Perks program. Sign up for the totally free Hy-Vee Perks program and enjoy exclusive perks pricing on hundreds of items in-store and online. Score big savings today at hyvee.com/perks.
TJ Otzelberger called over Patrick Adams and had a pretty lengthy discussion with him during the timeout.
Well, when they called that foul on Kurt Jones, which was certainly, in my opinion, a horrible call.
And not Pat Adams' call, by the way.
It was Kenneth Burdett, the official who made the call. But I don't know if I've seen TJ immediately talk to an official as much as he did to him. It was right in front of TJ, first of all.
It was just two guys diving for a loose ball. Why blow a whistle? I mean, there was no contact.
I mean, sure there was contact. Two guys driving for a ball, but no advantage gained, and that should be the criteria. But anyway, aside from that, Washington State's doing a nice job defensively.
They are. The Iowa Farm Bureau celebrating farmers and Iowans who summon the strength to do more, be more, those who are farm strong. The Cyclones send out Momchilovich, Gilbert, Kurt Jones, Trey King, and Rob Jones. Washington State, which doesn't go terribly deep. I think they've only played 6 guys so far. And here is Rice with it into the front court. Miles Rice off to Winsu, a pass inside to Clough. He was being held by Rob Jones, and there's the foul on Rob. It's the third of the game on the Cyclones. It's before the shot. So Washington State will inbound, and Taman Lipsey will re-enter for Iowa State. He'll replace Kurt Jones. Washington State inbound it, leading it by 7. You don't want to dig too deep of a hole.
No, especially against a team that is really content to grind it out.
Here's a steal for Rob Jones. Stepped into the passing lane and took it away. And now Iowa State operates from left to right, down 7. Lipsey has it. Takes the dribble to the right side. Throws it to Jones, top of the circle. Rob waiting for Cutters. Still waiting, fires it off to Lipsey, who drives the right baseline, gets it knocked away, but Rob's there to pick it up and score. Just the second field goal for Iowa State. It's 11-6. Rob got the steal at one end, he gets the bucket at the other. And here comes the Cyclone fans. 11-6, Washington State. Clough out high, off to Rice, lost control of it, but Iowa State couldn't take it away. Now Rice in trouble, and he throws a pass off to Wells to the right wing. Yakimovsky a 3, and he got it.
Well, they made Iowa State pay for the double. They were able to get it out. They missed a travel on Miles Rice in that hard double, which a lot of times doesn't get called, but he certainly did.
14-6, Washington State. Gilbert to the right side, throws it out to Rob Jones. Now Lipsey on the left wing has it. Everywhere you look, a Cyclone's being defended by somebody at least their size, and in a lot of cases taller. Here's Rob Jones to the right side with the dribble. Now backing in on Clough. Rob trying to create on his own. Tough jump hook right in. Banked it too hard. And the rebound controlled by Wells.
They're doing a great job. They're allowing Rob to catch the ball. They know he's not a three-point threat or an outside shooting threat. They're sloughing off him, and they're trying to deny him getting rid of the ball to anybody in a good position.
Here comes a cross-court pass to Yakimovsky again. He just hit a 3 a moment ago. Now he tries another and misses, but the rebound to Winsu. Winsu on the dribble, brings it back out. Throws it out to Rice. He'll put it behind the back on the dribble. Lipsey almost poked it away. Down to 11 to shoot it. On the right side is Wells with 8 on the shot clock. Wells fires a 3 over Rob Jones. No good. The rebound to Trey King. Iowa State down 14-6. We have 9:15 remaining in the first half. And Gilbert brings it up the floor as Washington State has been man-to-man. They haven't shown their zone yet, but they haven't needed to. Here's Gilbert getting bumped and a foul called on Winsu. And Keyshawn's been getting bumped quite a bit.
Yeah.
But they finally, and maybe that was the discussion with TJ during that timeout. Rob Jones out, Hassan Ward in.
Yeah, just the second foul on the Cougars.
And also Kurt Jones back in there for Trey King. 14-6, Washington State leads it. Iowa State just 2 field goals here in the first 11 minutes. Taman Lipsey will throw it in for Iowa State.
Isaiah Watts in for Washington State. 2 of their smaller guards in.
Ward has it top of the circle. Waiting for cuts. He'll give it to Kurt Jones behind the three-point line. Here's Kurt lobbing for Hassan. And a two-hand dunk for Hassan Ward. 14-8. That gets the crowd going again. It doesn't take much. Now, get a stop. Here's Isaac Jones out there at the top of the circle. Picks up his dribble, gets rid of it. Yakimovsky on the right wing against Lipstein. Poked away by Taman, but recovered by Yakimovsky. And now a three by Watts. Misses short. The rebound to Gilbert. Cyclones looking to run. Keyshawn up the right side of the floor to the trailer Momcilovic. Milan to the right baseline on the dribble. Now the fadeaway. Misses back iron. Rebound controlled by Watts.
Iowa State just can't string two together.
14-8, they trail it. 8:10 to go in the first half. Rice on the dribble out high against Keyshawn Gilbert. Rice had it knocked away, but a foul called on Gilbert. That'll be the first on Keyshawn and the fourth on the team. And we'll get to another timeout. 8 minutes remaining in the first half. It is 14-8. Washington State leading Iowa State on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
There's nothing predictable in farming. Until now. Pivot Bio Proven 40 microbial nitrogen doesn't leach, denitrify, or volatilize like synthetic nitrogen. And Proven 40 stays with the corn plant throughout critical growth stages. Start with Pivot Bio Proven 40 as the predictable foundation of your nitrogen management plan. Contact your Pivot Bio sales rep today or visit pivotbio.com. That's pivotbio.com.
Raceline Alternative Energy is creating clean, renewable energy right here in rural Iowa. Our processes convert livestock waste and other organic sources into renewable natural gas. We're going one step further, not only creating renewable energy, but also improving air, water, and soil quality through our prairie restoration and cover cropping practices. To learn more about our renewable natural gas production and our ecological services, visit us online at racelinealternativeenergy.com.
Discover new opportunities together in a new Chevy. Meet up in an Equinox, winner of the J.D. Power Award for initial quality among compact SUVs. Lend a hand in the strong and capable Silverado, or mix it up in a high-tech Trax with an available 11-inch diagonal touchscreen. Find family, friends, and fun in the Chevy that's right for you. Click to learn more.
More Iowans drive Chevy.
For J.D. Power 2023 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Just like the Cyclones, Chevron Renewable Energy Group values teamwork. Whether you're looking for your first internship or just a change of scenery, you can join the team at Chevron Renewable Energy Group and help fuel innovation to support a lower carbon future. Based right here in Ames, we are proud of our history of reducing carbon emissions, creating opportunities, and fueling communities. Learn more at regi.com/careers to join the team.
Welcome back to the Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield first half. 8 minutes even to go in the half, and it's 14-8 Washington State. The Cyclones 3 of 17 from the floor.
You know, and 5 of 15 for Washington State, so that's not like they're lighting it up that much either. But right now, 10 of their 15 shots of Cougar shots have been three-point attempts. Made a couple. Iowa State 1 of 3, but Iowa State just 2 of 14 inside the arc. And once again, 4 block shots already for Washington State. You figure that's an area they were going to have an edge, and so far they certainly have. Iowa State, Lipsey, and Gilbert have yet to score for Iowa State. Well, Pioneer boosts your yields by combining industry-leading R&D with rigorous local testing. At Pioneer, what's next happens here. And it's taking the look of a lower-scoring game for sure for both these teams. But Iowa State's got to find a way to string some positive offensive runs together.
Rice with the basketball for Washington State. They lead it 14-8. He'll bounce it to Clough, top of the circle. Handoff on the come around to Isaiah Watts, grandson of Slick Watts, who played at Grandview when it was a junior college. Over to the right corner. They throw it, and a pass thrown right to Eric Heft. And he made the catch, I might add. But that will turn it over to Iowa State.
I can still make the play.
Hands like magnets, I'm telling you. All right, it is 14-8. Cyclones in front. Or behind, I should say. Lipsy to the left side with the dribble. Got a screen from Hassan Ward. Throws it out to Gilbert. Keyshawn puts it on the floor with his right hand. Gets to the right baseline. And Watts fouled him. Or did they call it on Clough? Yeah, it is on Watts. And that's Isaiah Watts with his first, just the third on the team. Cyclones will inbound on the side. 7:26 remaining first half. 14-8 Iowa State. Trailing. They did get the turnover a moment ago. Now can they capitalize? Here's Kurt Jones. And Washington State goes zone. Gilbert driving right into the paint. Left hand layup, good.
They just did a great job. Took it right to the shot blocker, Clough, and reversed to the other side.
Cyclones within 4 as Keyshawn Gilbert gets his first bucket. And TJ Otzelberger up, getting after his team to guard. Here's Rice driving, tough shot, rimming. Oh, it's an offensive goaltend as Clough.
They called it.
Clough touched it while it was in the cylinder. Wipe it out, otherwise Rice would have scored it there. And it stays 14-10. And now, Eric, you do have a chance to string something together. Hassan Ward returns. All right, Cyclones, despite their troubles, are down only 4.
Kind of a 1-2-2 zone was what we saw there, showing just some token zone pressure here.
Lipsy pushes it ahead, all the way down the lane, reverse layup, good! Back-to-back, Gilbert and Lipsy attacking, Cyclones within 2. And this crowd comes to life. 14-12, Washington State. 6:37 to go in the first. Isaac Jones on a handoff to Wells to the free throw line. Tough jumper, good. He's been really good. Jalen Wells now with 7. And it is 16-12, Washington State. Here's Momcilovic against the zone. Off to Kurt Jones between the circles. Right side to Lipsy. Taman on a bounce pass to a cutting Gilbert. Got his man in the air, drew some contact, got the shot down and drew the foul. Count the bucket for Keyshawn Gilbert. He'll try for a 3-point play.
What a terrific fake that time, but Iowa State carving the zone up right now. See how long. Iowa State had much more trouble against the Cougar man-to-man.
Not only did Gilbert complete that play, drew the first foul on Isaac Jones, and that certainly doesn't hurt the cause either. And now Keyshawn to the free throw line, trying to complete a 3-point play, which he does. 5 for Keyshawn, and Iowa State trails by 1, 16-15. You can hear the Cyclone fans roaring their approval. Curtis Jones checks out. And DeMarion Watson back in there for Iowa State. But momentum's starting to shift a little bit. 16-15, Washington State. Wells into the front court. Hands it off. Winsue has it out between the circles against Watson. That's a pretty good matchup to keep an eye on, as DeMarion has the length to kind of make him uncomfortable. Now Wells has it. A pass to Winsue, top of the circle. He works into the lane. Tough running left-hander, no, but tipped up, no. And the rebound to Watson. Cyclones a chance to take the lead. Here comes Lipsy, leaving it for Gilbert. Keyshawn on a drive. Got his man in the air. Couldn't finish this time, but he will go to the free throw line and shoot 2.
Foul on Yakimovsky, but 2 great shot fakes the last couple possessions for Keyshawn Gilbert.
And man, does he draw fouls. And he is so good at finishing and just being creative around the bucket.
He drew 8 the other night against South Dakota State.
Keyshawn, who had a 25-point game against Washington State when he played at UNLV, shoots the first free throw and knocks it down. We were talking to their announcers, and they certainly remembered that one. 16-16. After all that, we are tied. And now Gilbert trying to give Iowa State the lead, and he does. Knocking down the free throw.
Boy, this place is loud.
And it's going to get louder. 17-16 Cyclones. Rice has it out high for Washington State. Iowa State with its first lead of the game. And now Rice on the dribble, goes to Winsue, left side to Wells, covered up by Gilbert. Wells creates some space, launches a 3, and buries it. This guy's been terrific. He has 10. And Washington State back in front, 19-17.
I don't know how good Sonoma State was where he played before, but wow.
He was a Division II All-American. He averaged 22 points a game there. And Iowa State down 2. And here's Gilbert with it, driving left. And he almost lost control of it. Bounced it out to Momcilovic. He gets to the left of the lane. Step through move. Missed the shot. Tip wouldn't go. And the rebound to Isaac Jones.
Yeah, Milan just didn't quite get his feet underneath him on that shot.
2-point lead in the ball for the Cougars. On the left wing is Wells, driving it, bumps into Gilbert, and then scores it and draws a foul on Hassan Ward. He physically just knocked Gilbert out of the way, and then got fouled by Hassan, knocked the shot down, and he'll try for a 3-point play. 12 points for Jalen Wells.
Yeah, that was a bit of a phantom foul anyway.
Boy, has Wells been tremendous.
He's been the story for them, no question.
Coming off a 17.9 rebound game against Drake. And he misses the free throw, and the rebound to Demarion Watson. So it's 21-17, Washington State. Iowa State had the lead momentarily, but Wells has taken it right back for Washington State. Here's Lipsy driving left. Tough layup wouldn't go, but he drew a foul, and that might be on Jones.
I think it will be.
That would be his second. Let's take a look here. Make sure. It is on Isaac Jones. That's his second. And it happens with 4:16 to go in the first.
And Jones has 4 points in the game. He has not been the factor. I'd rather have two fouls on Wells.
Yeah, good luck with that one. He's got none. Here's Lipsy shooting free throws. Taman knocks down the first. 3 points in the game for Taman. The Cyclones trail by 3, 21-18. 4:16 to go in this first half. One more free throw for Lipsy. Made them both. Taman has not missed a free throw in the postseason. 10 for 10. 21-19. Iowa State to within 2. Winsu into the front court. Watson defending. I like that matchup for Iowa State. Here's Wells off to the left side and Rice. Now Winsu has it against Watson in the left corner. Demarion tried to distract him, and a foul called on Watson. That's going to be the 6th team foul. We're going to get a timeout. 4 minutes remaining. First half. It's 21-19. Washington State in front. Set up the best zone defense from home heating costs this winter. Tune up your furnace, seal up drafts, and visit MidAmericanEnergy.com to find out more ways to keep warm with less energy. 4 minutes to go first half. 21-19 Washington State. Let's take the break on the Cyclone Network from Learfield. American Equity salutes today's hero of the game. As a proud sponsor of the ongoing recognition of our military during Cyclone games this season, please join American Equity in thanking all who have served our country. American Equity is more than just retirement savings and income products. They're committed to providing you best-in-class service and high-quality retirement income that helps deliver the independence to dream and reach your goals. To learn more about American Equity, please visit their website at american-equity.com.
Green Hills is Ames' premier 55-plus community, located minutes from Iowa State University. Enjoy an active lifestyle with a warm water pool, wellness center, learning opportunities, movie theater, pet-friendly community, raised garden beds, walking trails, and more. Find the perfect lifestyle with one of the beautiful apartments or townhomes. At Green Hills, there is something for everyone. Learn more about Green Hills at greenhillsrc.com.
Lots of insurance companies make promises about how much you can save if you switch over to them. Well, here's our promise. With the West Bend policy, you can save everything. Every memory, every detail, everything you've worked so hard for. Once it comes time to actually make a claim, a cheap insurance policy can really cost you. Why not protect everything that matters with a policy from West Bend? Because the worst brings out our best. Visit thesilverlining.com to find out more.
Welcome back to the Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. First half, 4 minutes to go. It's 21-19 Washington State.
And Cougars 3 of 11 beyond the arc, and Iowa State just 1 of 3. So you'd think it might be the other way around. Iowa State winning points in the paint, winning second chance points, kind of, and points off turnovers, but they're winning the battle on the perimeter. So to see how it all shakes out over the next 24 minutes. Well, no one gets you closer to the game than SiriusXM Big 12 Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.us/Big 12 Radio 2023.
Let's pause 10 seconds to allow our stations to identify themselves. This is the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
With 4 minutes left here in the first half, each team now with 6 team fouls. So
Rice inbound for Washington State. 4 minutes even to go. And Rice having troubles getting in finally to Wells in the left corner. He's had the hot hand. Gilbert defending him right now. Wells, a 14-footer, good. He has 14 points in the first half. And it is 23-19 Washington State.
Man, he has been cooking.
Guy looks like a pro, doesn't he?
No, absolutely.
23-19 Cougars. Here's Lipsy driving left. Cut off. Bounces it out to Kurt Jones. Ball reversal. Kurt gets it right back from DeMarion. Drives it into the paint. Tough jumper on the way. No good. Well challenged by Washington State. And Clough rebounds for the Cougars. And they lead it by 4 and have the basketball with 3:25 remaining in the half. Rice on the dribble. Left wing to Wells. Against Gilbert. Wells puts it on the floor off a Clough screen. Backs up. Almost fired the 3. Now goes to Winsue on the left side. Winsue against Watson. Driving it left. Got up in the air. Threw it to Wells in the right corner. Wells with 3 to shoot. Lean in. Jumper right baseline. Good again. 16 for Jalen Wells. He just is able to create a little bit of space and then knock those shots down. 25-19 Washington State. Here's Lipsy the other way. Out to Gilbert. Left side to Kurt Jones. Now to Gilbert on the right wing. Iowa State down 6. Keyshawn thought about the 3. Brings it to Watson. Now left side to Lipsy, who tries to drive left baseline. Draws contact. Got the shot down. Count it. And Taman Lipsy will try for a 3-point play. Terrific finish by Taman.
Yeah, Taman and Keyshawn have had some great drives to the basket. That time finishing through contact. Foul on Clough, his second.
So that's 2 on Clough, 2 on Isaac Jones. And at the free throw line for Iowa State is Lipsy.
And Ruben Chinyelu is in the game. And
he's a good shot blocker too. A Washington State record 43 blocks.
Yeah, 6'11", 245-pound freshman from Nigeria. He also has, what was that, 4 assists, 36 turnovers?
Yeah, might be a target. Now Lipsy knocks down the free throw. Taman with 7 points here in the first half. And it's 25-22. Big 3-point play there from Lipsy. On the left wing, Yakimovsky. They throw it out high to Chinyelu. Pressure him. A handoff goes to Wells. Wells bounces it to Winsue. Back inside. Knocked away by Chinyelu. Off his hands. Out of bounds. It's Iowa State's basketball. They tried to go into him, but he couldn't collect the pass. And Iowa State gets it on the turnover. And now, a bucket here. If it's a 3, would tie it. And here comes Taman Lipsy on the dribble. Picked up by Rice. Taman driving right all the way in. Got into the air, kicked it out to Kurt Jones for a 3. Good! Kurt Jones from the left side. It's his second 3. And we're tied at 25. Lipsy the assist. Listen to this crowd. Driving is Rice into traffic. Tough layup, good. Washington State continues to answer. Yeah. And they lead at 27-25.
Rice did to Lipsy what Lipsy had just done to him. Lower his shoulder and blast to the basket.
Momcilovic to the right side and Lipsy. 1:33 to go. Cyclones down 2. Lipsy's shot denied by Chinyelu. It's out of bounds in the corner. And Iowa State will inbound with 15 to shoot. 44th block of the season for Chinyelu.
Yeah, he doesn't play a lot of minutes.
Lipsy to throw it in for Iowa State. They trail by 2. Taman takes a look. Brings it into Hassan Ward on the left wing. Now to Jones. Here's Kurt off a screen. And they foul him. Nothing called. Jones driving. Lean in jumper. Rimming. No. Rebound to Son Ward. Back up in the crowd too hard. And the rebound controlled by Yakimovsky. I don't know how you didn't get a foul there with Kurt Jones on that drive. Yep. Here's a pass ahead to Yakimovsky. Ball escapes him for a moment, but he's able to recover it. 1 minute to go in the first half. Washington State a 2-point lead in the ball. Rice on the dribble out high. Rice crosses over, drives, now a 17-footer. Back iron, no. Rebound, Momcilovic. Outlet to Gilbert. Cyclones down 2, and Keyshawn into the front court quickly. Driving, lobs it, and Ward puts it home. 5 for Hassan, and we're tied at 27.
Boy, just make a play, attack. And what a great catch and finish. Not a dunk by Hassan Ward.
13-second difference, shot clock and game clock. Iowa State and Washington State tied at 27. Here's Rice. Bounce pass out high. Winsu driving. Left corner kick out. Yakimovsky into the paint on the dribble. In on Momcilovic. Tough shot. Denied by Milan. And cleared by Ward. Cyclones running. Keyshawn Gilbert attacking. Tough shot. No. And Yakimovsky the rebound. We're down to 7 seconds. And here comes Rice. Off to the right wing Wells. Wells will fire a 3. And he missed one finally. And we will come to halftime with a tie game, 27-27. And Eric, I think all things considered,
it's okay.
You feel pretty good about going to the locker room tied in this one.
Yeah, I think so. At this point, Iowa State. Once again, I thought that last drive by Keyshawn, there was a foul there too.
And he attacked. They could have held it for one. Yeah. But, he's aggressive and you want him to be.
That's how Iowa State has got back in this game, by attacking. And they've been able to attack before that Cougar defense has been able to get set up. Well, throughout the Iowa Corn Cyhawk series, Iowa Corn promotes values that are uniquely Iowan. On behalf of Iowa's corn farmers, we salute all athletes for their hard work and determination, both on and off the field. Just like our athletes, our state leads the nation in corn and ethanol production. Follow Iowa Corn on Facebook to learn how corn grows Iowa.
Well, big block by Milan Momcilovic to keep it a tie game here at halftime. 27 apiece at the break. Cyclone fans, Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield knows you're here for every fadeaway, every alley-oop, every buzzer beater, and Wellmark's here for every moment, too, with trusted health coverage committed to making healthcare better. Learn more at wellmark.com/hoops. At halftime, Iowa State and Washington State tied at 27. Let's take the break on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
You dodge raindrops and chase daylight. To win, you make the most of every pass, every seed, every acre. Meristem is all about helping farmers improve nutrient use efficiency, build big healthy plants fast, and position the crop to finish strong. Connect with your Meristem dealer to put products to work on your farm, like Excavate, Revline Hopper Throttle, and Harvest Shield Complete. Fight back. Go fast. Win more. MeristemAg.com.
We stand for people, progress and pride.
We're the Iowa Farm Bureau, and we support farm families. We're a voice on local, state, and national issues. We're also committed to making rural Iowa a better place to live and keeping Iowa farm families on the farm.
Celebrating 60 years. Sukup Manufacturing Company offers quality products from a family-owned and operated business. A winning combination of producing innovative and reliable grain storage and grain handling products, giving you back the quality time for what's most important to you. Visit sukup.com to find your dealer today.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. While farmers work hard to grow the best crop, their Iowa corn checkoff investments are hard at work too. Opening local and global markets for corn and corn-fed products, educating drivers on unleaded 88 as the best fuel at the pump, finding new uses for corn, and sharing the farmer's story. Iowa corn farmers are backed by researchers, educators, market experts, and more to keep corn growing Iowa.
On the Cyclone Sports Network, from Learfield, Cyclone basketball is on the air. You're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa State Cyclones with well-marked Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Here's John Walters.
And welcome to the halftime report. Iowa State and Washington State tied at 27 at halftime. The Cyclones did not turn the ball over in the last 11 minutes, Eric. And they improved tremendously offensively as far as getting better shots and knocking them down. They were getting good shots early, but started out 1 for 13 and went 8 for 16 after that.
And not only that, they got to the free throw line a number of times as well, too. So it wasn't just the 8 field goals, but it was other opportunities that got them to the free throw line and one opportunities. And Keyshawn with getting there with just shot fake and drawing contact even when he didn't make the shot. So, it's a team in Washington State. They beat Arizona twice. Beat them in Tucson, beat them in Pullman. They've got the chops to handle this kind of environment. But Iowa State didn't play its best in the first half. And to be honest, if it hadn't been for Jalen Wells, Iowa State would be in much better shape. However, you can't take one of their better players. I mean, he's the third leading scorer, but man, he has been not just the three-point shooting, because he's at 43% three-point shooting, but his mid-range game and his ability to create late in the shot clock on a couple of occasions and knock down those mid-range shots, has really helped quiet this Iowa State crowd.
16 points the first half for Jalen Wells. Now, he's on pace to score 32. You don't see many guys score in the 30s against TJ's defense.
No.
I mean, that is hard to do.
On the other hand, nobody else has more than 4.
Right. Yeah, no, they've done a good job on the other guys. For Iowa State, it'd be great if they could get Milan Momcilovic going.
Yeah, no question. And Milan or Trey, I mean, neither of those guys, neither of those guys have scored. Got to find a way. Boy, once again, Hassan Ward, 5 points, 5 rebounds in that first half. He's given Iowa State a really nice lift.
Iowa State is tied at halftime with Washington State. It is 27-27 at the break. Back with more of the halftime show. This is the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Basketball fans, want to drive a winner? Get in a Toyota and see how impressive they are. The RAV4 is a versatile playmaker built to get the crowd going. The Highlander is a slam dunk when it comes to space. And the Camry is a fast break of fun and reliability. Plus, these Toyotas come with available all-wheel drive, so you can drive the lane with power. Visit Toyota.com to learn more, or check out your local Toyota dealership today. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, this is Kevin Brooks with Avila Bank. We're proud of our Cyclones. It takes a whole team to be successful, and we applaud you for your efforts. At Avila Bank, we take pride in using those same qualities of teamwork, dedication, and hard work to help you finance your ag, commercial, and individual needs. You already have picked a winning team with the Cyclones. Now pick a winner of a bank. Stop in and see what better banking is all about at Avila Bank. Good luck to the Cyclones from your team at Avila Bank. Avila Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Get ready to score big with IMT Insurance. When it comes to your personal and business insurance needs, IMT Insurance is your MVP. Leave the worries behind and focus on your game. IMT Insurance has you covered so you can be worry-free. Whether it's personal or business needs, they've got the playbook to protect you from life's unexpected fouls. Don't let life's unplanned challenges sideline you. With IMT Insurance, you can stay in the game with confidence. Visit IMTINS.com today to learn more. With IMT Insurance, bring your A game and be worry-free.
We could try to explain what it feels like to get your work done on a John Deere. The way a Z-Track mower finishes in half the time you thought it would. How easily soil gets moved with a 1 Series tractor. Or how it feels to tow up to 4,000 pounds behind a Gator XUV. But if you really want to know what it's like to run with us, you just have to get in the seat.
Get in the right seat at Van Wall with special offers like a 1023E for only $129 per month.
Offer ends 4/30/2024. Some restrictions apply. See a Van Wall location for details.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Iowa State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
And we are in Omaha, Nebraska, the CHI Health Center. Second round of 32 action in NCAA tournament. Iowa State, number 2 seed in the East region, facing the number 7 seed Washington State Cougars. And we're all tied at the break, 27 each. Take a quick look at our halftime stats. So rebounding all even in that first half, 19 apiece. Iowa State with 6 offensive rebounds and 4 offensive rebounds for the Cougars, but only 1 point to show for it, and that was Iowa State. Iowa State with 7 assists in the first half, 3 for Taman Lipsey, 2 for Keyshawn Gilbert. So 7 assists on 9 made baskets as Iowa State 9 of 29 from the field, 2 of 4 beyond the arc, and 7 of 8 at the free throw line. So Cyclones 31% from the field as the Cougars really attacked Iowa State once they got in there. They blocked 5 shots in the first half. The Cougars 11 of 27 from the field for just under 41%, 3 of 12 beyond the arc, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. They turned it over 5 times, and boy, Iowa State made them pay. Iowa State with 10 points off turnovers. Cyclones with 3 turnovers that resulted in only 2 Cougar points. And fast break points favoring Iowa State 8-0, and bench points also favoring Iowa State 11-0. Individual scoring in the first half for Iowa State. Taman Lipsey and Keyshawn Gilbert with 7 each. Curtis Jones with 6. So the backcourt, once again, very productive for Iowa State. Then it was 5 points for Hassan Ward. He also had 5 rebounds and a steal. And then 2 points for Robert Jones. Trey King, Milan Momcilovic, and DeMarion Watson did not score in that first half. For Washington State, kind of a one-man show, but it was a really good one-man. Jalen Wells, 16 points, 7 of 12 from the field, only 2 of 7 beyond the arc, but added 3 rebounds. And then it was 4 points for Miles Rice. Rice also with a couple of steals. Isaac Jones, their leading scorer on the season, also with 4 points. He added 6 rebounds. And then 3 points for Andre Yakimovsky as he nailed a 3 in that first half. And once again, Clough, their starting center, did not score. Winsu, Watts, and Chinyelu also played but did not score. Well, let's check our first half Diamond Vogel points in the paint, brought to you by Diamond Vogel Paints. And Iowa State with the edge there, 12-8. And that is our points in the paint from Diamond Vogel, protecting your home, office, and equipment with quality paints and industrial finishes made right here in Iowa. Well, Iowa State trying to advance to Boston for a Sweet 16. The winner of this game obviously will head there. And they will play a team from our own pod, which is kind of unusual. Iowa State will play the winner of tonight's second game here in Omaha. Illinois playing Duquesne. Duquesne with the upset of BYU in their opening round game. And Keith Dambrot, LeBron James high school coach, who also coached at Akron, has announced his retirement at the end of the season. Team rewarded him with a big win against BYU on Thursday. Illinois pretty much in complete control of their game on Thursday, and they're the 3 seed in this region and Big Ten tournament champs as well. So here at halftime, Iowa State and Washington State all tied up 27 apiece. Back with more of the halftime show on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Could try to explain what it feels like to get your work done on a John Deere. The way a Z-Track mower finishes in half the time you thought it would. How easily soil gets moved with a 1 Series tractor. Or how it feels to tow up to 4,000 pounds behind a Gator XUV. But if you really want to know what it's like to run with us, you just have to get in the seat.
Get in the right seat at Van Wall with special offers like a 1023E for only $129 per month.
Offer ends 4/30/2024. Some restrictions apply. See a Van Wall location for details.
Around here, Jack Frost nips more than just your nose. That's why the Midwest gets Honda. Dependable, all-wheel drive with heated steering wheel and seats to keep Jack Frost off your seat. Nice. Which will make it very happy. And since it's no fun to gas up in this weather, isn't it cool that Honda has such legendary fuel efficiency?
New Hondas are arriving, but so is Mr. Frost. So see your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
Green Hills is Ames' premier 55-plus life plan community, located just minutes away from Iowa State University. Green Hills offers easy living just the way you want. Enjoy an active lifestyle with a warm water pool, wellness center, lifelong learning opportunities, a movie theater, a pet-friendly community, raised garden beds, walking trails, and so much more. Find the perfect fit for your lifestyle within one of our beautiful apartments or townhomes. At Green Hills, there's something for everyone. Learn more about Green Hills or request a tour at greenhillsrc.com.
Sometimes work is fine. You're thankful for the paycheck, but if you're honest with yourself, you'd really love a hands-on, honest-to-goodness, hard work kind of job. One that's fulfilling and pays well. Is it possible that the grass really is greener out there? Not everybody finds a rewarding career working alongside the farmers of Iowa that they know and respect, but the positions do exist. The grass really is greener at Key Cooperative's 20 locations across central Iowa. Think about the possibilities. Think about Key Cooperative.
Iowa State and Washington State all tied at halftime here, 27 apiece. If you joined us late, it was an 8-point lead early in the game for Washington State as they led 14-6. Iowa State didn't get a field goal till, about 6 minutes into the game. Iowa State did take the lead one time, 17-16, but Iowa State has fought and climb back into this. So 20 minutes of intense action coming up, and always fun to be in the NCAA tournament. And John, Iowa State people travel so well. This has been kind of a home game, and I think they've helped Iowa State. But once again, Washington State has seemed kind of immune to it. We really haven't turned them over a lot, but we do have 10 points off those 5 turnovers.
They have answered. Every time Iowa State has made a little surge, they have had the answer. It's usually been Jalen Wells, the transfer for Sonoma State. Man, has he been good. And 16 first half points. And sometimes you got to just tip your cap to the guy you're playing against because, man, he has made some tough shots and managed to create some space to get some looks that are not tough.
He's only 2 of 7 from 3. But, man, his mid-range game, that has really, going.
Credit the Cyclones. They just keep playing, and they scrapped and clawed. And, man, 27-27 at the half isn't such a bad deal.
Yeah, Iowa State with 7 points out of its front court. So 20 from the 3 guards, Gilbert, Lipsy, and Kurt Jones. And they're going to need a little something from somebody else. Robert Jones, the only big for Iowa State. Well, Rob with 5 points for Hassan Ward, who was really good.
North Carolina leading Michigan State, by the way, 56-51. They're almost midway through the second half in that game. Now 57-51 Tar Heels over the Spartans. And just underway is Oakland and North Carolina State. And NC State, the 7-2 lead early on in that one.
How about the NC State run here in this tournament? I mean, they starting last week, they won 5 straight games. They were, the 13th seed, I think, or something. Anyway, way down there where they had to play 5 games in 5 days and won by beating the number 3, number 2, and the number 1 seed in the tournament to win. And then they win their first game, come right back. So not showing signs of fatigue yet, but great job by Kevin Keats and the Wolfpack.
Well, speaking of fatigue, there is always that potential. And Washington State does not play a ton of players, but you get the extra timeout. The timeouts are longer.
Well, there's not an extra one because nobody... There's one extra timeout in the first half if one of the coaches calls.
Gotcha.
And neither coach did.
Okay.
But once again, the timeouts are longer. Halftime, instead of being 15 minutes, is 20 minutes. So, I mean, you got a chance to get plenty of rest for your guys. And, these guys, John, I'm sure you probably noticed, are considerably younger than we are. Especially me.
I noticed. It didn't escape my attention. But, no, super impressed with the way that Washington State played in that first half and the way that Iowa State kept clawing and got back to tie it up. But a well-played game. Iowa State just 3 turnovers in the first half, taking good care of the basketball.
And once again, game got back. It kind of headed Iowa State's way by Iowa State's ability in early offense to attack the basket. It just kept, between Lipsey and Gilbert, man, they were trying to grab a piece of the paint. Both got fouled going to the basket, had 3-point plays.
Some of them got called, too.
And some of them actually got called.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been neither team. Well, I guess Iowa State was in the bonus late, 7th foul, but it didn't matter. Iowa State was whistled for 6.
I think it was just 6 each, wasn't it?
No, they had 7.
Okay.
So either way,
you're right.
Kind of a low volume, but another really physical game for sure.
And the Cyclone players have made their way back out to the court. And we'll see if we can catch a moment here with Iowa State assistant coach Nate Schmidt, if he comes out here shortly.
Yeah.
Haven't seen any coaches emerge yet.
He may be designing that play.
He's on his way. He's on his way, so I'll let you discuss that first half with him. So, Iowa State and Washington State tied at 27 at the half.
Okay, in that first half, kind of a slow start. Their defense had a lot to do with it. Once you guys got settled in and started really attacking the basket, good things happened.
Yeah, we took some bait and took some early shots early in the game, just early in the shot clock, and didn't get to our ball movement. So we calmed down, obviously found some good looks in the paint.
How important to get Milan or somebody else going beside the guards?
Yeah, no question. I mean, we got to keep the ball on the move and keep that balance that we've had these last 4 or 5 games.
Okay, Coach, good luck.
Thank you.
All right, that is our Hy-Vee halftime interview brought to you by Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Hy-Vee proudly supports the Cyclones, thanks to Nate Schmidt. All tied at halftime at 27. Back with second half action on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
If you guessed that was the sound of a bag of Pioneer brand A-Series soybeans, you guessed right. Well, kinda. It was really the sound of an innovative team that spent decades perfecting a seed with exclusive genetics and the ultimate agronomic advantage. The sort of breeders who don't rest until they've achieved outstanding performance. Pioneer brand A-Series soybeans. #1 for a reason. Visit pioneer.com/genetics.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Glacier Graphics and Signs provides big signs, bold graphics, and beautiful results for Cyclone athletics around Jack Trice Stadium, Hilton Coliseum, and the Stark Performance Center. Glacier Graphics and Signs helps you build your brand through the use of high-impact graphics, signage, and video displays designed specifically to tell your story and grow your business in a big way. That's Glacier Graphics and Signs, the preferred graphics and signage provider of Iowa State athletics. Visit them online at glacier.com to see how they can bring your big ideas to life.
Cyclone farmers do it all. That's why at Ag Leader, we're devoted to making your life easier every day through every season with our easy-to-use precision farming technology that can do it all alongside you, from planting and spraying to steering, harvesting, and more. Based in Ames, Iowa, our products like the Cyclones are the top of the line. Do it all on your farm with Ag Leader. Contact your local Ag Leader dealer or visit agleader.com to upgrade your farm equipment with Ag Leader this year.
You've been listening to the Cyclone Halftime Report from Learfield. Cyclone Basketball is on the air. Brought to you by Pioneer. What's next happens here since 1926. The Iowa Farm Bureau, celebrating farmers and Iowans who summon the strength to do more, be more. Those who are farm strong. And by Pivot Bio-Proven 40 on seed. Predictable, productive, weatherproof. Learn more at pivotbio.com. You're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa State Cyclones with Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Here's John Walters with the Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield second half.
A second half, which will begin with Iowa State with the basketball operating right to left in front of us. And on this possession, they will search out for their second lead of the game. They led for a total of 24 seconds in that first half, but we are tied 27-27.
Same starting lineups for each team. A couple of the Cougars with 2 fouls. Clough and Isaac Jones.
Here we go. Taman Lipsey has it.
Start it in a zone. They know they're going to morph into man-to-man.
Lipsey on the right wing. Backs down Rice. Tough shot. Banked it in. Iowa State leads it.
This power guard right there just powered right through Rice.
Taman Lipsey puts Iowa State in front 29-27. Now Wells lost control of it, but again, it bounces right back to him. He'll throw it away, and Iowa State's going to get it on the turnover.
That's how you start.
J.R. Blount up, appreciating that defensive effort from the Cyclones to start the second half. And now they have a 2-point lead and the basketball. We haven't been able to say that today. And here's Taman Lipsey with it. Off the right side, Taman picks up his dribble, throws it out to Momcilovic between the circles. To Rob Jones, back to Milan, a 3-ball left wing, around and out. But the rebound to Lipsey. Back out to Gilbert, shot fake and a drive, nowhere to go. Shovels back to Lipsey, and he gets bumped to the floor and a foul called on Wells. And that's going to be the first on Jalen Wells.
Well, great start for Iowa State. The bucket, and then pressure.
Absolutely. Creating that turnover. Now Lipsey to throw it in for the Cyclones. With Iowa State in front 29-27. Here's Gilbert on the left side. Waiting for cuts. Puts it on the floor instead. Now drives it to the right. Keyshawn back over to Milan in the left corner. Trying to put it on the floor and create something, but Clough covers up. Milan, a jab step fadeaway. Yes! First bucket of the game for Momcilovic. And the first 4-point lead of the game for Iowa State.
All in part because of an offensive rebound.
Yeah, Taman Lipsey, just a winner. Cyclones up 31-27. Yakimovsky has it on the right wing. Now off to the left side, Isaac Jones working against Trey King, 2 big physical guys. King took it away, and then he was fouled by Isaac Jones against his third, trying to get it back. And a timeout called by Kyle Smith. And this half has not started the way he wanted, but Cyclone fans like it, as you can tell. Timeout, 18:24 to go. Iowa State leading 31-27. Let's take the break on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Wherever people work, live, or play, there is a plumber and steam fitter who made it possible. In today's business climate, you need partners you can trust. Partners that care about your company and your customers. Partners like the plumbers and steam fitters, Local Union 33. Local Union 33 finds the right people, trains them exceptionally well, and supplies a qualified workforce, whether you need general or specialized skills. For more information, log on to ualocal33.org.
Welcome to game day. You can feel the excitement all across campus. If it was a regular day, we could talk more about BW Fusion and how we're helping Iowa farmers increase profitability with fact-based crop nutrition programs. But today, it's all about basketball. So let's just say, go Clones. BW Fusion, the most powerful gallon in agriculture. A proud sponsor of Iowa State Athletics. Go Clones.
Bananas are only 39 cents a pound at Hy-Vee. That's not a sale price. That's the price with the Hy-Vee Perks membership. And 39 cents a pound is not just the price today or this week. It's the Perks price every day. With the Hy-Vee Perks membership, you can save on hundreds of products store-wide every time you shop. And count on Perks prices to stay the same. So if you want to pay less for bananas every day, sign up for Hy-Vee Perks. It's free and easy. Some restrictions apply.
To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/fan of corn.
Welcome back to the Walmart Blue Cross Blue Shield second half. A second half, Eric, which has started just the way T.J. Otzelberger would want it to.
You know, it's not like you got a ton of points, but, man, you had the opening possession and Lipsy just powering Miles Rice, their point guard, to the basket and shooting it over to the 6'3" guy in. And then you force a turnover, come back, miss a three. Milan with confidence to take it, even though he hadn't scored in the first half. But a great offensive rebound by Taman Lipsy. And once again, got that mid-range game for Milan. He knocked it down, and then you force another turnover and get the third foul on their leading scorer.
And Isaac Jones comes out of the game now with that third foul. Winsu is in there. So Washington State, they never really go small, but they go a little bit smaller here. And here's Gilbert with it, around the top of the dribble. Keyshawn to the right elbow, now backs it out, gets it to Jones. Quick pass underneath, Trey King, layup good. A 6-0 run to start the second half for Iowa State, and they lead it 33-27. Winsu out high. Bounce pass left wing. Yakimovsky takes a look inside, nothing doing. Comes back out to Wells. 17:53 to go. Cyclones up 33-27. Rice a three, missing. Battle for the rebound, and it was actually Rob Jones that tipped it in.
Yeah,
we
crazy.
credit it to Clough probably. And it's 33-29. That was just one of those bad luck deals there, but it's a 4-point game. Cyclones lead it. Here's Gilbert, 3-point jumper on the way, around and out, and the rebound knocked away, and Trey King committed a foul, and that'll be the second on Trey. He's the first Cyclone with 2 fouls.
That's his second personal foul. The Cyclones' first team foul.
Yeah, well, it was a big bucket for Washington State, even though they didn't do it.
They're within 4, 33-29, 17-20 remaining. Rice driving all the way in, scoops it for Clough, layup, rims in. Nice play by Rice.
Yeah, he's quick and he can get to the basket.
33-31, a little 4-0 run for Washington State to get back within 2. There's Gilbert into the front court for Iowa State against Rice. Spins with the dribble, hands it off to Rob Jones. Off to Lipsy, left wing. Taman driving, leaves it for Rob. Right hand double clutch shot, rims out, and the rebound to Winsu. And now Washington State with a chance to tie or take the lead. Winsu brings it up the floor himself. Brings it back out to Wells. Now Rice has it between the circles. Left wing to Yakimovsky, a bounce pass to Clough. Double teamed, left to the lane. And a foul called, a cylinder foul on Iowa State. It's going to go on Trey King, and that'll be his third.
Iowa State gets Kurt Jones, Hassan Ward, Demarion Watson in for King, Lipsy, and Rob Jones.
So Washington State will inbound trailing by 2, 33-31. 16:30 remaining here in the second half. Rice has the dribble out high against Kurt Jones. Now off to Winsu. He leans in with a jump shot and missed it. The long rebound to Kurt Jones and a chance to run for Iowa State. Kurt up the left side of the floor. Now around the top off a Ward screen. Plenty of contact. Jones picks up the dribble, bounces it to Ward at the right elbow. Here's Hassan into the paint. Needs some help, throws it out to Gilbert. Keyshawn back in there, drives it, double clutch shot, banked it in, and drew a foul. He is unbelievable. Keyshawn Gilbert has Iowa State back up by 4.
You know, it's so hard to be that patient in the paint, but man, he does such a great job getting in there, and once again, the ball fake does it, and the strength to finish through contact.
And Gilbert to the free throw line for Iowa State.
Then they get Chinyelu in for Clough.
Gilbert knocks down the free throw. 36-31 Iowa State.
That was the third foul on Clough.
And into double digits now is Gilbert with 10 points. So now Clough and Isaac Jones with 3 fouls each. And this is not a deep Washington State team. Trey King has 3 fouls for Iowa State. Wells to the left side. They come with a double. And it's out of bounds off Iowa State. Hassan thought it was the other way. We'll have a timeout here. 15:46 to go, but a good start to the second half for the Cyclones. And they lead it 36-31. Let's take the break on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Discover new opportunities together in a new Chevy. Meet up in an Equinox, winner of the J.D. Power Award for initial quality among compact SUVs. Lend a hand in the strong and capable Silverado, or mix it up in a high-tech Trax with an available 11-inch diagonal touchscreen. Find family, friends, and fun in the Chevy that's right for you. Click to learn more.
More Iowans drive Chevy.
For J.D. Power 2023 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Sometimes work is fine. You're thankful for the paycheck, but if you're honest with yourself, you'd really love a hands-on, honest-to-goodness, hard work kind of job. One that's fulfilling and pays well. Is it possible that the grass really is greener out there? Not everybody finds a rewarding career working alongside the farmers of Iowa that they know and respect, but the positions do exist. The grass really is greener at Key Cooperative's 20 locations across central Iowa. Think about the possibilities. Think about Key Cooperative.
Get ready to score big with IMT Insurance. When it comes to your personal and business insurance needs, IMT Insurance is your MVP. Leave the worries behind and focus on your game. IMT Insurance has you covered so you can be worry-free. Whether it's personal or business needs, they've got the playbook to protect you from life's unexpected fouls. Don't let life's unplanned challenges sideline you. With IMT Insurance, you can stay in the game with confidence. Visit IMTINS.com today to learn more. With IMT Insurance, bring your A game and be worry-free.
Welcome back to the Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield second half. Iowa State leading Washington State 36-31, 15:46 to go. And Eric, the Cyclones taking great care of the basketball. Just one turnover in the last 20 minutes of play.
And only 3 for the game, and Iowa State winning points off turnovers now 14-2. They've only forced 7, but man, they have capitalized, and the momentum. You know, it hasn't been runouts like it was kind of the other night. It has been, you have to get the half-court offense going. But Iowa State, it seems to energize them. It energizes the crowd, and they're able to finish those plays and get those points off turnovers. Well, the exciting moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for it all as your healthcare champion, making healthcare more affordable with more choices for care and peace of mind, no matter what comes your way. Find the plan right for you at wellmark.com/hoops.
I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
How good is Keyshawn Gilbert?
He's very good. Thank you.
All right.
I got one right back at you. How good's Taman Lipsy?
He's really good, too. Boy, do you love having 2 point guards in that backcourt together. As Fran Fraschilla told us, it's like having co-pilots.
Yeah.
You feel a heck of a lot better getting on the plane. Rice to throw it in for Washington State.
Yeah, 13 on the shot clock.
15:46 on the game clock, and Iowa State up by 5. Rice throws it in to Winsu way out left. Defended by Keyshawn Gilbert. Takes the dribble to the right wing. Now throws it back over to the left side. And this is Wells. 6 on the shot clock. Wells against Gilbert. Keyshawn harassing him. Wells fires a contested 3. Air ball. And out of bounds to Iowa State. Boy, did Keyshawn guard him well right there.
Yeah, I mean, they were late getting in. There was only 13 when they inbounded on the clock. It took them a while, and Iowa State kept them well beyond the three-point arc.
36-31, Iowa State. Taman Lipsy on the dribble out high for the Cyclones. Off a Ward screen, leaves it for Hassan, top of the circle. They'll give him space, and he wants to get rid of it. And finally will to a backdoor cutting Gilbert, who drives it in there and has it blocked, and is cleared by Chinyelu. And here comes Washington State, down by 5. Yakimovsky to the top of the circle. Left side pass to Wells. They need him to heat up. Back out it goes. Winsu throws it off to the right wing, and Rice down to 12 to shoot. Washington State having trouble getting into anything. Crossover dribble by Rice. Got Lipsy in the air. Then a shot blocked by Ward, but picked up by Chinyelu. Off to Rice for a baseline jumper, and he knocked it down for 2. It was a 2 for Rice to beat the shot clock, and it's 36-33. Big shot. They needed it.
Yeah, they forced a bad shot.
Now Lipsy driving, leaves it for Kurt Jones, out to Watson, right side, back to Kurt. Kurt crossing over, and a lean-in jumper off the back iron, no good, but he gets his own rebound, missed the shot again. Ward battling, and now Watson. It should have been a tie-up. Instead, they call a foul on Hassan Ward.
Wow.
Man,
I say this Kenneth Burdett is not.
That was just a tie-up.
Man, this guy's not very good. And hasn't been tonight anyway. He must be pretty good or he wouldn't be working the NCAA tournament.
36-33, 14-10 to go. Rice on the dribble for Washington State. Tries to get by Lipsy. Taman stays in front. Now Rice back in there, all the way under the bucket. Brings it back out. Now Watson has him on a switch. 13 to shoot it. Rice on the dribble to the left side. Now comes back out to Yakimovsky. He'll bring it to Rice, way out left. 5 to shoot it. Rice to the right side for a jump shot. He knocked it down. Boy, this kid has hit 2 big shots in a row. 36-35. Washington State within 1.
Yeah, freshman of the year in the Pac-12.
Back to a 1-point game. Lipsy finds Gilbert. Back to Taman between the circles. Taman to the right wing. Brings it back to Gilbert. He'll try to work against Wells here. Got a screen from Ward. Gilbert into the paint now against Yakimovsky. A bounce pass to Watson. Had trouble controlling. Flips it out to Lipsy. Taman creates some space and fires a 3. Yes! Man, has he hit big shots and big moments in this basketball game. Taman Lipsy with a 3. 39-35 Iowa State. And Taman with a dozen. Cyclones by 4. Now can they turn him over? Rice off to the right side. Winsue charges as Demarion Watson took the charge. And yes, indeed, they can turn him over. Second on Winsue.
Ninth turnover on the Cougars. Iowa State subs back in. Trey King, Robert Jones, and Milan Momcilovic. You know, after Milan hit that shot early in the second half, they were trying to come back to him. The Cougars defended it really well, but Iowa State was trying to get the ball to him for a shot, trying to get him going and ride that Milan wave.
Cyclone basketball is brought to you by your local Northland Ford dealers. Visit buyfordnow.com.
They're cleaning the basketball off. Apparently must have been some blood on the ball.
Patrick Adams does that, and now we will play on with Iowa State with the ball and a 4-point lead, 12:58 to go. It's been a tight one throughout. Lipsy dribbles ahead. He's hit a couple big shots, goes behind the back to Rob Jones, off to Kurt, a 3 left side, yes! Kurt Jones, his third 3 of the game. And Iowa State finally has a little bit of separation. Yeah, it's 42-35.
Set play, pinned down, great job on the delivery.
And a great catch and shoot by Kurt Jones. Cyclones by 7, 42-35. Here's Wells down the lane, lean-in jumper, got it. This guy is terrific. He has 18 in the game.
Yeah, first bucket of the second half.
42-37. Lipsy walks it up the floor with the Cyclones up 5 and 12:17 to go. Here's Taman off to Kurt Jones. Now driving it. Kurt into traffic. Bounces it down low. Rob Jones had trouble collecting. Does in the corner, but now it's knocked away. Fortunate that Iowa State will keep the ball here. 12 to shoot it.
Yeah, not the slickest possession of all time, but live to play again.
12 seconds to get a shot off. 12:04 on the game clock. And Iowa State will inbound in front of its bench with Taman Lipsy to throw it in. Taman takes a look, comes to Kurt Jones, a wide open 3, right side, around and out. And the rebound to Yakimovsky.
Great look and a real busted coverage by Washington State.
11:52 to go. Iowa State 42, Washington State 37. Isaac Jones on a handoff. Yakimovsky has it. Momcilovic defending. Now he beats the dribble out behind the 3-point line and fires a 3 and misses, and the rebound to Rob Jones. Iowa State a 5-point lead in the basketball. Lipsy racing the other way. Leaves it for Momcilovic. Oh, Jones had an open 3. Now Milan shoots one and hits it from the right wing. Milan Momcilovic with a 3-ball.
Extra pass.
45-37 Iowa State. And Kyle Smith might need another timeout. He'll take one right here. Listen to this crowd. Timeout with 11:12 to go. And the Cyclones with their biggest lead of the game at 8, 45-37. Let's take the break on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
It's spring bonus season. Time to take control of your spring in a new Ford truck or SUV. Get started with exclusive spring bonus offers at your local Northland Ford dealers. Then own the season behind the wheel of your new Ford. Whether you're looking for power, capability, new adventures, or dominating the day-to-day, there's a Ford waiting for you at your local Northland Ford dealers. Don't wait. This spring, save big on the perfect Ford for you. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers. Get in the driver's seat today.
Cyclone power can be felt all over Iowa State University. From the court to campus, solar power to horsepower, it all combines to show the superpower of Cyclone Nation. Join students, alumni, faculty, and friends of Iowa State around the world for 24 hours of Cyclone power during Forever True Day, an online day of giving to celebrate philanthropy and all things ISU. Participate in the fun starting noon April 3rd to noon April 4th, and make plans to help us celebrate Iowa State at forevertrueday.com.
You dodge raindrops and chase daylight. To win, you make the most of every pass, every seed, every acre. Meristem is all about helping farmers improve nutrient use efficiency, build big healthy plants fast, and position the crop to finish strong. Connect with your Meristem dealer to put products to work on your farm, like Excavator, Revline Hopper Throttle, and Harvest Shield Complete. Fight back. Go fast. Win more. MeristemAg.com.
Bananas are only 39 cents a pound at Hy-Vee. That's not a sale price. That's the price with the Hy-Vee Perks membership. And 39 cents a pound is not just the price today or this week. It's the Perks price every day. With the Hy-Vee Perks membership, you can save on hundreds of products store-wide every time you shop. And count on Perks prices to stay the same. So if you want to pay less for bananas every day, sign up for Hy-Vee Perks. It's free and easy. Some restrictions apply.
Welcome back to the Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield second half. 11:12 to go. It's 45-37. Iowa State leading. That's the biggest lead of the game.
You know, and 5 of 10 shooting in the second half for Washington State, but you know they have turned it over 4 times here in the second half. Iowa State has not turned it over this half at all. And points off turnovers now favoring Iowa State 17-2. Good. Iowa State also 3 of 6 beyond the arc this half. Working together is how you win. That's why Mid-American Energy's roster of wind, solar, and other energy sources work together to keep your service safe and reliable 24/7. Learn more at midamericanenergy.com.
Washington State down to 1 timeout remaining. 45-37, they trail it. Rice on the dribble out high. Fires a 3 over Rob Jones and buries it. Miles Rice has been their offense here in the second half, 45-40. Well, he's hit big shots.
Yeah, and not a good three-point shooter. Not, you know, but right now, game's on the line. Everybody's season on the line.
Rob Jones out high against Watts. Hands it off to Kurt Jones. Kurt's been really good. He finds King along the left baseline. Into the paint. Jump hook right hand. Good. Drake King with his second field goal. 47-40, Iowa State. 10:26 to go. Isaac Jones has the basketball out between the circles. They've really neutralized him. He dribbles to the right side into a double team. Tough shot, got it to go. That's just the second field goal for Jones. It's 47-42.
Yeah, tough finish. Iowa State made him work hard for that one between Momcilovic and Rob.
We're midway through the second half. Here's Kurt Jones, a 3. Missing. And the rebound battle won by Isaac Jones. Outlet pass comes to Rice. He races ahead. Rice to the right side. A backdoor pass to Watts. He fires a fadeaway right baseline. No. But the rebound to Isaac Jones. Back out to Yakimovsky for a 3. No. Left it short. And the rebound to Yakimovsky. Saves it in. And is tracked down by Isaac Jones. Right wing to Watts. Boy, multiple opportunities here for Washington State. Rice out high on the dribble. 12 to shoot it. 9:29 on the game clock. Rice tried to lose Lipsy, slipped and fell. Oh, and they're going to call a foul on Taman Lipsy. They'll say that he tripped Rice.
Oh, Patrick Adams. I don't know about that one.
What a possession here for Washington State.
No trip. I just saw the replay.
A lot of times they see a guy fall down and they think, I got to blow the whistle. Here's Watson in, along with Hassan Ward. Washington State with the ball, trailing 5-5, 9:24 remaining. Rice on the dribble out high. Rice against Watson now with 10 to shoot it. Bounce pass to Isaac Jones. Inside pass, Winsu, left-hand shot, good. And that's the first bench points of the night for Washington State. But they trail 47-44. They just keep battling too.
Yeah.
Here comes Gilbert the other way. Keyshawn off a screen from Ward. Kind of penetrating, now gets it to Ward, and he was fouled by Winsu.
And 2 shots. That was going to be a dunk.
Winsu protesting the call. It's his 3rd foul. It's 47-44. And Hassan Ward shoots 2 for Iowa State.
Well, Pioneer brand corn hybrids deliver proven performance bag after bag. Contact your local Pioneer sales rep to learn how you can get the most out of your acres.
Hassan's free throw on the way, and he got it. 6 points, 5 rebounds for Hassan Ward. And Lipsy's going to come back for Kirk Jones. And the lead back up to 4. Ward will shoot 1 more. Hassan made them both. 49-44 Iowa State. 2 big free throws for Hassan Ward. And now pressure from Iowa State. Winsu gets it across against Watson. I've mentioned I like that matchup for Iowa State. Demarion can match his length. Here's Jones out high. I think TJ must like that matchup too. Off to the left wing as well. He'll go back to Jones. 9 to shoot it. A handoff goes to Watts. Deep 3 left wing. No good. Rebound. Ward saves it to Lipsy. They're actually battling each other for the ball. 49-44 Iowa State. 8:20 to go. Lipsy walks the dribble across. Washington State goes zone here, I think.
Yeah, they've been playing zone, but they'll match up at the end of the shot clock.
But Wells knocked it away and out of bounds. Iowa State's going to keep it with 12 to shoot. 8:09 on the game clock. Last time this happened, Iowa State got a really clean 3-point look from Kirk Jones, but he didn't knock it down. Now Lipsy to throw it in. He'll bring it to Hassan Ward. Off to Gilbert on the left side, 10 to shoot it. Gilbert to Momcilovic, 7 on the shot clock. Milan spins into the paint, fadeaway 17-footer. Yes, sir, right there. 7 for the freshman, and it's 51-44. Unstoppable on that fadeaway. Cyclones by 7. Rice bounces it to Isaac Jones, left wing. Defended by Ward. Isaac Jones muscles in, left-hand shot, banked too hard, but a foul called, and he'll go to the free throw line. And that was on, not Hassan, but Demarion Watson, I believe. It is Demarion. We'll have a timeout here. 7:39 to go. Don't go anywhere. Iowa State 51, Washington State 44. Let's take the break on the Cyclone Network from Learfield. American Equity salutes today's hero of the game. As a proud sponsor of the ongoing recognition of our military during Cyclone games this season, please join American Equity in thanking all who have served our country. American Equity is more than just retirement savings and income products. They're committed to providing you best-in-class service and high-quality retirement income that helps deliver the independence to dream and reach your goals. To learn more about American Equity, please visit their website at american-equity.com.
Corn rootworms are called a billion-dollar bug for a reason. If you don't control the adult populations now, their offspring will cost you later. Stewart EC Insecticide from FMC offers a unique mode of action that delivers fast and long-lasting residual control of corn rootworm beetles and other tough insects. Choose Stewart EC Insecticide from FMC. Always read and follow label directions and precautions for use.
Mary Greeley wants you for our award-winning team. We provide outstanding patient care throughout Central Iowa, and we're looking for a variety of healthcare professionals, including nurses and patient care techs. We also have part-time jobs for students, competitive salaries, great benefits, and an unbeatable workplace culture. Learn more about your opportunities at mgmc.org/careers.
Welcome back to the Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield second half. 7:39 to go here in Omaha. 51-44. Iowa State leading Washington State. It was tied at 27 at the half. The Iowa Farm Bureau celebrates farmers and Iowans who summon the strength to do more, be more. Those who are farm strong. Madeline Hill qualified for the 2022 NCAA Cross Country Championships as an individual and finished 120th overall. Hill is a two-time All-Midwest and All-Big 12 honoree. She's also been named the academic All-Big 12 first team 5 times. The Iowa Farm Bureau salutes Madeline and all the Farm Strong squad members.
There'll be 2 free throws coming for Isaac Jones, who has 6 points. And he's their leading scorer on the season at 15.5 points. 6'9", 245-pounder. Transfer from Idaho, which he wouldn't even have to change apartments.
That's true.
To go from Idaho to Washington State. They're only about 8 miles apart, I think.
You know, Washington State the other day shot 22 free throws against Drake and hit 17 of them. Tonight, they're just 2 or 3 at the line. Iowa State's done a pretty good job keeping them off the line.
And the 2 makes Isaac Jones.
And he's the guy standing there now to shoot 2. He has 6 points on the night. He's a first-team All Pac-12 player and averaged 15.5 points and 7.5 rebounds a game. His free throw attempt is good. And it's 51-45. One more for Jones. They made them both. It's 51-46. 8 points now for Isaac Jones. 7:39 to go. Keyshawn Gilbert. Bumped by Rice. Maintains the dribble and now gets the call as Rice bumped him again.
And that's team foul number 6. Iowa State will be in the bonus going forward.
A little conversation between Rice and Gilbert.
And Pat Driscoll.
He was involved as well. 51-46 Iowa State. 7:28 to go. Gilbert has the ball between the circles for Iowa State. Hands it to Taman Lipsey. Zone here from Washington State. Lipsey driving left. Now left to the lane, picked up by Winsu. Brings the dribble back out. Now jab step and a 3-ball left side. Good! Taman Lipsey with 15. He has hit big shot after big shot. 54-46.
Well, with a 6'7" guy covering him.
Now a pass stolen by Lipsey after King deflected it. Here's Taman into the front court. Shot fake and a bounce pass to King, low right. Trey backing in on Chinyelu. Fadeaway, good! Tough shot by Trey King. And Iowa State by 10. 56-46. Their biggest lead of the game. 6:36 to go. Left wing. Winsu, a pass to the right side off the fingertips of Rice and out of bounds. Iowa State will have it with a 10-point lead and 6:29 remaining.
This crowd, I think, in addition to Iowa State's players affecting Washington State, this crowd's kind of got them a couple times too and helped force those turnovers. That's 11 turnovers.
You mentioned getting Momcilovic or King going. They've combined for 13 in this second half. Here's Lipsey to the left wing. Taman has been incredible. He's going to fire another three. It's off the back iron. The rebound to Ward. Hassan will bring it back out. And Iowa State resets with 6:13 to go. Gilbert into the paint. Leaves it for Ward. Hassan in traffic underneath. Trying to get rid of it. Throws it back out high to Gilbert. Keyshawn driving again. Pump fake. Another pump fake. Lost control of it. Got it back. Couldn't hit the shot. Rebound Trey King. Got to shoot it. He fires at the shot clock. And it's in the rim. And it'll be a shot clock violation. I don't think he got it off in time anyway. 56-46 Iowa State. 5:55 to go. But they're competing.
Both teams, for sure. I mean, Washington State with a really good defensive trip there.
10-point Cyclone lead. 5:47 remaining. Isaac Jones left wing. Puts it on the floor against Trey King. Tries to drive it. Trey staying in front. Now the shot blocked by Ward, but picked up by Chinyelu, and he scores it. Good block by Hassan, but Chinyelu in the right place at the right time. 56-48. 5:26 to go. Keyshawn Gilbert on the right wing, and TJ Altenberger says, let me get a timeout here.
Yeah.
I think this guy's a little gassed.
Yeah, and you're a minute and a half away of game time from immediate timeout, so this is just a 30. But, whew, what a game.
Been a great game. Let's pause for 10 seconds to allow our stations to identify themselves. This is the Cyclone Network from Learfield. Today's game is brought to you in part by the all-new Hy-Vee Perks program. Sign up for the totally free Hy-Vee Perks program and enjoy exclusive perks pricing on hundreds of items in-store and online. Score big savings today at Hy-Vee.com/perks.
You know, that shot clock violation for Iowa State, their first turnover in over 25 minutes of game time.
Wow, that's a great point, yeah.
Jones returns to the Cyclone during the timeout.
All right, Kurt Jones is out there along with Gilbert and Lipsy, Momcilovic and Rob Jones. Here they come with the trap. Lipsy gets rid of it to Rob Jones on the right side. Bounce pass to Gilbert. Keyshawn with 12 to shoot it. Backs it out. Gets it to Kurt Jones. 9 on the shot clock. Right side Lipsy. Driving. Teardrop. Rimming. No. Rebound Rob Jones. Back up in the crowd. No, but he drew a foul. And Rob to the free throw line.
I love the take by Taman Lipsy that time. Shot clock running down, and man, he got the ball. He knew there was about 5 seconds left. Got to make something happen.
Yakimovsky the foul, and Rob Jones to shoot 2. And the first one by Rob misses.
It's the second miss at the free throw line for Iowa State tonight.
Stays 56-48. One more free throw for Rob Jones with 5:04 to go. Tamarian Watson in for Momcilovic. And we might see that continue offense-defense in these closing minutes. Rob, the second free throw try, and he got it. 3 in the game for Rob Jones. Iowa State leads at 57-48. 5 minutes left, and the Cyclones by 9. Here's Rice against Watson. Way out right.
He's going to the basket.
Behind the back on the dribble, trying to lose to Marion. Can't do it. Back out it comes to Watts. He's trying to lose Gilbert. Backs up for a 3. No good. Rebound tipped out. Lipsy has it for Iowa State. And we're down to 4:36 to go, and the Cyclones with the ball and a 9-point advantage. They're going to couple traps now.
Stay out of the double team.
Yeah, Lipsy bounces it to Watson, and he throws it away. Trying to go to Keyshawn Gilbert. And the turnover gives the ball back to the Cougars with 4:26 remaining. Here comes Rice again. The lead is 9. 4:18 left. Isaac Jones out high. Left wing to Watts. Defended by Kurt Jones. Out it comes to Wells. Wells on the dribble to the left wing. Now he's going to launch a 3 over Watson. No good. Rebound battle. Loose still, picked up by Rice. He drives right along the baseline, shovels it back out, and throws it away. Iowa State will have it on the turnover with 3:54 to go. And we'll have a timeout here. Iowa State leading Washington State 57-48. They have held the Cougars to just 19 points this half, and they lead it by 9 with 3:54 to go on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Cyclone farmers do it all. That's why at Ag Leader, we're devoted to making your life easier every day through every season with our easy-to-use precision farming technology that can do it all alongside you, from planting and spraying to steering, harvesting, and more. Based in Ames, Iowa, our products like the Cyclones are the top of the line. Do it all on your farm with Ag Leader. Contact your local Ag Leader dealer or visit agleader.com to upgrade your farm equipment with Ag Leader this year.
Whether you're building a backyard fence for your family's new best friend or firing up the excavator for your next commercial project, a free and simple call can save you from expensive fines and even save your life. Call 811 at least 2 days before you start your next project to have underground utility lines located and marked. At Mid-American Energy, your safety is our #1 priority. So, make it your priority to call 811 before you dig. Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Iowa State 1858, a handcrafted quality vodka. Raise a glass of award-winning vodka as you cheer on Iowa State athletes. Made with premium ingredients and bottled locally at Iowa Distilling Company, one of Iowa's largest native distilleries, that bottles 7 spirits locally, including our flagship Prairie Fire Cinnamon Whiskey and Saints and Sinners Apple Pie. Proud to now include Iowa State 1858 vodka in the lineup. Remember, a portion of the proceeds go to ISU Athletics, and we will collective with every bottle sold. Learn more by visiting iowadistilling.com/Iowa State 1858. Please enjoy responsibly.
Welcome back to the Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield second half. Iowa State leading Washington State 57-48, 3:54 to go. And Eric Taman-Lipsey, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnover. So he's now had 27 assists, just 4 turnovers in this, the 5th postseason game for Iowa State.
Well, he's really good.
He's been tremendous.
You know what? And there's stat good. And those stats are good, but there's impact good, and he is so impactful in winning. And
like we said to Craig Elo, the color man for Washington State, he's one of those guys that you just gotta see him over time. You gain such an appreciation for him. The lead is 9 with 3:54 to go, and Kurt Jones will throw it in for Iowa State.
Washington State has tried to trap around midcourt a couple times. They've got Isaac Jones, a 6'9", out at the top of the key. He's going to be their trapper.
They've got a ton of size out on the floor, and they inbound it to Lipsey. Here he is out near the half-court line. Throws it to Kurt Jones, 13 on the shot clock. Gilbert out to catch it. Passes to Kurt at the free throw line. He drives, pump fake, tough shot, got it to go. Oh my goodness, Kurt Jones inside.
Double digits.
11 now for Kurt, and a double-digit lead for Iowa State, 59-48. Big bucket for Kurt. Down low right is Isaac Jones. Back out to Rice. Cyclones by 11. 3:20 to go. Rice had it stripped away by Lipsey. Out of bounds to Washington State. They'll have 11 to shoot it. How good has the defense been here in the second half, holding Washington State to just 21 points.
And turning them over.
Yes. Rice to throw it in the corner. Gets it into Wells. 8 to shoot. Wells against Rob Jones, trying to create some space. Wells driving, tough fadeaway, and a foul called on Rob.
Yeah. He kind of jumped into Rob, but that's a call the offensive player gets.
So Wells to the free throw line, they say in the act of shooting?
Yep.
Okay.
That's team foul number 5 on Iowa State.
3:10 to go. 2 shots for Jalen Wells, who had 16 points of their 27 in the first half. His free throw is good. Wells now up to 19 in the game. Second free throw by Wells. He got it. It's 59-50. 3:10 to go.
And they're showing 2-2-1. 3-quarter court pressure. They're going to trap it. You cross midcourt, I think. No?
Gilbert.
Back to 1-3-1 zone.
Here's Lipsy to Gilbert. Oh, dangerous pass, but Gilbert makes the catch. Now hooks it over to Rob Jones, low left. Back out to Momcilovic. Iowa State killing clock. Gilbert trying to drive it. Cut off. Back to Milan. 3-ball, left wing. Got it! Milan Momcilovic with 10 in the second half.
4 players in double figures.
62-50. What a big shot that was with 2:45 to go. This crowd can sense it. Down low left, Chinyelu in traffic, throws it away. And Iowa State's basketball on the turnover with a 12-point lead and 2:27 remaining. Milan Momcilovic, who did not score in the first half, 10 big points here in the second.
And now they're dropping out of that trap. They were 1-3-1 trapping, and now they're just going straight man-to-man, which you have to do.
Here's Gilbert with 11 to shoot. Out high with the dribble. Between the legs on the dribble to the right side. Now 5 to shoot it. Keyshawn fires and misses. And the rebound to Wells. And here comes Washington State. Down 12 with 2:05 to go. A lob underneath, and the reverse layup won't fall for Chinyelu. But he was fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line and shoot 2.
He's a 49% free throw shooter. That's not the end of the world.
Taman Lipsy the foul.
But the bigger deal for Iowa State, that 3-pointer gives Iowa State that 12-point lead.
2 shots here, man, 2.
Chinyelu shooting 2 for the Cougars. And the first one misses. Long.
Now listen to coverage of NCAA championships on the Varsity Network app powered by Learfield. Fans can hear Westwood One's exclusive coverage along with most school broadcasts through a multicast option. That's only on the Varsity Network app, available for free in your app store.
Trey King in for Rob Jones. The Cyclones get a better free throw shooter out there. 62-50, 2:03 to go. Chinyelu shooting one more. He made that one, so he hit 1 of 2.
He comes out now, and they get another perimeter defender in. As Watts checks in, Iowa State's got to be ready to accept the pressure here at the end.
Kurt Jones to throw it in. Got it into Lipsy. And again, you love having 2-point guards. Under 2 minutes to go, and Lipsy walks it across. Cyclones by 11. Lipsy a standing dribble out near half court, but Isaiah Watts trying to challenge him. Down to 12 to shoot it. 1:44 on the game clock. Lipsy goes to work. 8 to shoot it. He tries to drive. Cut off. Got it back. Drove it back in there again. A pass to King. And his shot was blocked by Isaac Jones. But then Lipsy fights for it, and Washington State ends up with it. Here's Wells. A pull-up 3 in transition. No. And the rebound to Trey King. And then he's knocked to the floor. And they're going to call a walk on Trey King with 1:25 to go.
Well, that's our buddy Kenneth Burdett.
Rob Jones in for Trey King. Good effort there by Trey on the glass. Dwarian Watson back in there defensively for Iowa State too. 62-51, 1:25 remaining.
Yeah. 1 timeout left for Washington State. Iowa State's got 2 remaining.
Rice to throw it in. Takes a long look. Got it into Yakimovsky in the right corner. Tough shot. No. And the rebound to Rob Jones. And now with 1:20 to go, Iowa State with the basketball and an 11-point lead. And Kurt Jones gets it across. And Rice tried to defend without fouling. We're down to 1:08 to go. Lipsy out to collect it way out right. 1:05 remaining, 12 on the shot clock. Iowa State up by 11. Taman driving, lean in, jumper, missing. Got his own rebound. Back out to Gilbert. And then he tells him, pull it back out, Keyshawn. We don't need to shoot it yet. 50 seconds to go. Is that a Taman Lipsy play or what? Here's Kurt Jones into a double team, trying to dribble out of it. Boy, he got fouled. Well, they're going to call it.
Going to call a foul on Miles Rice.
Okay, yeah. I hope so. And Kurt Jones to the free throw line with 43 seconds remaining, a 1-1. Iowa State up 11.
How do you feel about Boston?
Love it this time of year.
Okay.
I think.
I've never been there this time of year. But
me either, but I know that I love it this time of year. In March.
This year.
In particular. Kurt Jones to the free throw line. 1-1, and Kurt knocks down the first. 12 points in the game. Boy, how valuable have he and Damarian Watson, Hassan Ward been coming off that Cyclone bench. Iowa State leads it 63-51. And Kurt Jones shooting one more. Missed the second. The rebound to Isaac Jones. Here comes Wells with 40 seconds. He launches a three over Gilbert and missed it. And Yakimovsky saves it in, but Kurt Jones has it. And he'll just try to kill some clock. Kurt on the dribble, needs to get it across. Fires ahead to Rob Jones. And a two-hand dunk for Big Rob Energy. 65-51. 23 seconds remaining. What a second half for these Cyclones. Watts fires a three and hits it. And a timeout called by Washington State. Isaiah Watts with his first 3 points of the game. 65-54. With 17 seconds to go. Well, Iowa State is going to reach the Sweet 16 for a 7th time. And TJ Otzelberger will be the first Iowa State coach to take a team to the Sweet 16 twice. And he's done it in just 3 years on the job. What a tremendous job he has done and this staff has done with this group of young men. And they got a huge challenge today from Washington State.
They're a really good team.
And they withstood it.
You know, in the Iowa State didn't make a field goal. They went to the first media timeout, and Iowa State had not scored. They were down 7-0. That was just under 16 minutes to play in the first half. And then the second media timeout, 11.5 minutes to go. Iowa State was 1 of 13 from the field, and they scored 4 points. Since then, well, they found their way. You know, and that's what you have to do some games when you're struggling. You got to find, first of all, you keep getting stops so you don't lose contact. I mean, the biggest lead was, 8 points for Washington State? And Iowa State just, kept defending and then made enough plays on offense.
The Let's Go State chant is for Iowa State. And Taman Lipsy to throw it in. With 18 seconds remaining, they put a little time back on the clock, a second that they added. And Taman to throw it in against full court pressure. Throws it in to Gilbert. And Keyshawn dribbles it ahead, throws it to Kurt Jones. And Kurt, they went for the steal, tried to tie him up, and a foul called. And that'll send Kurt to the line with 10 seconds to go. 65-54, Iowa State. I really think that this kind of a game is going to really help Iowa State going forward. You got pushed by a really good team, and you pushed right back.
That's what it's been Iowa State's strength throughout the season. Find different ways to win. Find different guys. So again, nobody's going to have 20 points for Iowa State tonight.
Kurt Jones shooting a 1-and-1. Knocks down the front end.
Iowa State never had a Big 12 player of the week, not even once this year.
Pretty amazing, isn't it?
But that's kind of how they are.
Yeah.
Not that there weren't guys that had better weeks, but it just is a testament to how many different guys can do
better
their job.
together. Yeah. Kurt made both free throws. He has 14. 8 seconds to go. Rice driving. Got it backfired a tough jumper and hit it, and that will do it. It will count. But Iowa State wins it over Washington State, 67-56. And how sweet it is, the Cyclones are headed to another Sweet 16. They're second under TJ Otzelberger. They're 7th overall. And TJ becomes the first Iowa State coach to take 2 teams to the Sweet 16. Boston, here we come. Cyclones win it by 11. What a terrific team win. We'll come back with the Integra Seed wrap-up show on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
On the Cyclone Sports Network, you've been listening to the wrap-up show brought to you by Hy-Vee, who proudly supports the Iowa State Cyclones. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. This is Iowa State Cyclone basketball from Learfield.
Welcome back to the Nitrogen Stabilizers Draft.
Optonite technology, first pick, just like the last 46 years.
That's what we love about this sport. We just don't know.
We know. It keeps nitrogen in the corn's root zone for 8 weeks. Compare with 2 weeks for others.
With the first pick, farmers select
Optonite technology from Corteva Agriscience. That's it. I'm going for a pretzel.
The pick is in. Optonite technology from Corteva Agriscience with N-Serve and Instinct Next-Gen Nitrogen Stabilizers.
We stand for people, progress and pride.
When you're a member of the Iowa Farm Bureau, you're a part of a unique organization. 153,000 families dedicated to your prosperity. From ag marketing seminars and legislative action to affordable health care, student scholarships, and more. Farm Bureau's mission is to help our members prosper. Contact your local Farm Bureau and join today.
Whether it's polished polos for the office or comfy hoodies for the game, make sure your apparel carries the Authentic brand name. Our team dresses like champions in Authentic brand. Enhance your company's image and everyday style with products that carry the Authentic brand label. Ask your supplier for Authentic brand and see for yourself why it's more than just a label, it's a statement.
Do you trust your insurance agent? Do you trust your insurance company? Well, you'd better, because all they've really sold you is a promise to be there when things go bad, to step up and put everything back the way it was. So, if you don't trust your insurance company, maybe it's time to find one you do trust. West Bend. The worst brings out our best. Visit thesilverlining.com to find out more.
Welcome to Game Day. You can feel the excitement all across campus. If it was a regular day, we could talk more about BW Fusion and how we're helping Iowa farmers increase profitability with fact-based crop nutrition programs. But today, it's all about basketball. So let's just say, go Clones. BW Fusion, the most powerful gallon in agriculture. A proud sponsor of Iowa State Athletics. Go Clones.
Hello, Cyclone Nation. Coach Otzelberger here. If you want to win, you need to have winning habits every single day. It's a commitment to being greater than you were last week, last month, and last year. Greater Iowa Credit Union is committed to helping you get there. That's why they build their loans and accounts to fit your needs. Greater Iowa also contributes hundreds of thousands of dollars to dozens of organizations throughout Iowa because they believe we can all win if we work together. Find out more at one of their 9 branches or at gicu.org.
Federally insured by NCAA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Welcome back to the wrap-up show. Iowa State advances to the Sweet 16 with a 67-56 win over the Cougars of Washington State. Washington State led for all but 24 seconds of the first half, but then Iowa State got it tied at the half, and surviving that 1 for 13 start from the floor, shot 50% the rest of the way, 22 of 44. It's time for our Sukup Manufacturing Company Player of the Game. After the 67-56 Cyclone victory, celebrating 60 years, Sukup Manufacturing offers decades of quality products from a family-owned business. A winning combination producing innovative, reliable grain storage and grain handling products. Visit sukup.com. What do you think, Eric?
Well, you know, a couple nights ago we were trying to figure out who to pick, and could have picked a couple different guys. We picked Taman. And tonight, you could pick a couple different guys. But you know what? I'm going to go with Taman again because, you know, we've talked over the last week, 10 days, of you see the look of despair on teammates. on your opponents coming down the stretch. And, you know what? We didn't see it last night until maybe the midway point of the second half. Tonight we didn't see it till late, but when Taman made the three late,
and got the big offensive rebound late.
I mean, I looked over at Kyle Smith, and he's looking at his guys like, okay. I mean, sometimes that's how it goes. But game effort by Washington State. I really like their team.
I do too.
Man, I love this Iowa State team. They are nothing if not determined. They're just going to keep at it, and eventually the dam seems to break.
In 36 minutes, Lipsy had 15 points, 5 rebounds, 3 of them offensive. He had 4 assists, just 1 turnover. He has 27 assists, 4 turnovers in the postseason. And he ended up 5 of 11 from the floor, 2 of 4 from 3, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Terrific game for Taman Lipsy. He's our Sukup Manufacturing Company player of the game. Let's check our Diamond Vogel points in the paint. Brought to you by Diamond Vogel. That ended up 22-22. That's our points in the paint from Diamond Vogel, protecting your home, office, and equipment with quality paints and industrial finishes made right here in Iowa. Cyclones win it 67-56. Back with more of the wrap-up show. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball from Learfield.
Farming is not easy or predictable, especially when it comes to nitrogen. Until now. Pivot BioProven 40 on seed for corn is microbial nitrogen that is directly on the seed. No need to lift, haul, inject, or apply it. Why? Because the nitrogen you need is already on the seed. It's that easy. So why not pivot to easy with Pivot BioProven 40 on seed? Contact your Pivot Bio sales rep or visit pivotbio.com.
Raceline Alternative Energy is creating clean, renewable energy right here in rural Iowa. Our processes convert livestock waste and other organic sources into renewable natural gas. We're going one step further, not only creating renewable energy, but also improving air, water, and soil quality through our prairie restoration and cover cropping practices. To learn more about our renewable natural gas production and our ecological services, visit us online at racelinealternativeenergy.com.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. While farmers work hard to grow the best crop, their Iowa corn checkoff investments are hard at work too. Opening local and global markets for corn and corn-fed products, educating drivers on unleaded 88 as the best fuel at the pump, finding new uses for corn, and sharing the farmer's story. Iowa corn farmers are backed by researchers, educators, market experts, and more. To keep corn growing Iowa.
Celebrating 60 years. Sukup Manufacturing Company offers quality products from a family-owned and operated business. A winning combination of producing innovative and reliable grain storage and grain handling products, giving you back the quality time for what's most important to you. Visit sukup.com to find your dealer today.
You dodge raindrops and chase daylight. To win, you make the most of every pass, every seed, every acre. Meristem is all about helping farmers improve nutrient use efficiency, build big healthy plants fast, and position the crop to finish strong. Connect with your Meristem dealer to put products to work on your farm, like Excavate, Revline Hopper Throttle, and Harvest Shield Complete. Fight back. Go fast. Win more. MeristemAg.com.
Welcome back to the wrap-up show. Iowa State defeats Washington State 67-56. Their 29th win of the year. They're 29-7. The 13-14 team won 28. And now this team has eclipsed them with 29. The only thing standing in the way is the 32 wins that Elite 8 team had in the 99-2000 season, as the Cyclones win it here today. And TJ Otzelberger picks up his 70th victory in 3 seasons as the coach of the Cyclones. On to the proven final stats, brought to you by Pivot BioProven 40 on seed.
Well, Iowa State, after that slow start, ends up shooting 40% from the field, 23 of 57, but they were 14 of 28 in the second half. Iowa State made 5 of 10 threes in the second half, and end the day 14 of 17 at the free throw line. So Iowa State with a 50% three-point shooting day, 7 of 14 overall. Iowa State out-rebounded in this one, but just by 1, and 33-32. However, Iowa State with 12 offensive rebounds. They had a hard time cashing them into points. Iowa State with only 5 second chance points, but 9 offensive rebounds for the Cougars that led to 8 second chance points. You mentioned points in the paint ended up all even, but points off turnovers, man, that's where Iowa State's bread has been buttered all season long. And 21-4. You know what? And to be honest, Iowa State forced 13 turnovers. Not a huge number, but boy, talk about efficiently capitalizing on those opportunities. 21 points on 13 forced turnovers. Iowa State ends up turning it over 6 times. So that is the 3rd time in the last 4 games Iowa State has had 6 turnovers. And we're not talking about playing the Dogs right now. Competition level is really ramped up, and Iowa State has taken care of the basketball so well. Iowa State with 5 steals in the game, a couple for Trey King, Rob, Milan, and Hassan. So kind of crazy. No steals for Taman or Keyshawn, but Iowa State really doing such a nice job. 14 assists on 23 made baskets. And just every stat pretty much favoring Iowa State. And you consider Iowa State didn't get a field goal till about 6 minutes into the game.
It was 6 minutes in, yeah.
And then end up shooting 50% from the floor after that, settling in. But like you said, biggest stat for this team is one that technically not a stat, but these guys just have it. They're going to be determined. They're going to stay with it time and time again. You may stop them once or twice like they did against Iowa State early in the game. Iowa State just kept driving it at them, got some success, got some momentum, and they parlayed that into a trip to the Sweet 16.
That was your Proven Final Stats, brought to you by Pivot BioProven 40 on seed. Turn to a better nitrogen. Turn to Pivot BioProven 40 on seed. Individual scoring looked like this. Jalen Wells led all scorers in the game with 20, but 16 of those came in the first half. He only had 1 field goal in the second half, so they did a much better job defensively there.
And he had 3 turnovers in the game, and that was kind of big too.
13 points for Miles Rice, and those 2 in double digits for Washington State. Their leading scorer coming in, Isaac Jones, was held to 8 points and 9 rebounds. Iowa State was led by Taman Lipsey with 15 points. We mentioned his other stats a moment ago. Kurt Jones had 14 points, hit 3 big threes, 4 assists, no turnovers, and 4 rebounds for Kurt. Iowa State got 10 points each from Milan Momcilovic, all those coming in the second half. And Keyshawn Gilbert, who also drew 6 fouls, had 3 assists, did a terrific job. The Cyclones got 7 points from Hassan Ward. He was great off the bench. 7 points, 6 rebounds for Hassan, and a block shot and a steal. Iowa State had 6 points from Trey King all in the second half. He had 5 rebounds, 2 steals. Robert Jones had 5 points, 5 rebounds, a couple of assists. And Demarion Watson played 13 minutes but did not score. And Iowa State wins at 67-56. Back with more of the wrap-up show. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball from Learfield.
Basketball fans, want to drive a winner? Get in a Toyota and see how impressive they are. The RAV4 is a versatile playmaker built to get the crowd going. The Highlander is a slam dunk when it comes to space. And the Camry is a fast break of fun and reliability. Plus, these Toyotas come with available all-wheel drive, so you can drive the lane with power. Visit Toyota.com to learn more, or check out your local Toyota dealership today. Toyota, let's go places.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game. As a proud sponsor of the ongoing recognition of our military during Cyclone games this season, please join American Equity in thanking all who have served our country. American Equity is more than just retirement savings and income products. They're committed to providing you best-in-class service and high-quality retirement income that helps deliver the independence to dream and reach your goals. To learn more about American Equity, please visit their website at american-equity.com.
We could try to explain what it feels like to get your work done on a John Deere. The way a Z-Track mower finishes in half the time you thought it would. How easily soil gets moved with a 1 Series tractor. Or how it feels to tow up to 4,000 pounds behind a Gator XUV. But if you really want to know what it's like to run with us, you just have to get in the seat.
Get in the right seat at Van Wall with special offers like a 1023E for only $129 per month.
Offer ends 4/30/2024. Some restrictions apply. See a Van Wall location for details.
Discover new opportunities together in a new Chevy. Meet up in an Equinox, winner of the J.D. Power Award for initial quality among compact SUVs. Lend a hand in the strong and capable Silverado, or mix it up in a high-tech Trax with an available 11-inch diagonal touchscreen. Find family, friends, and fun in the Chevy that's right for you. Click to learn more.
More Iowans drive Chevy.
For J.D. Power 2023 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Well, Iowa State advances to the Sweet 16 as they knock off the 7th-seeded Washington State Cougars here in Omaha. 67-56 the final score. Iowa State outscoring the Cougs in the second half 40-29 after a 27-all tie in the first half. Well, elsewhere in the NCAA tournament earlier today, it was Kansas being eliminated. The shorthanded Jayhawks lose to Gonzaga 89-68. Arizona held off Dayton 78-68. And North Carolina defeated Michigan State 85-69. Games just underway right now. North Carolina State, 11 seed. And they're playing the 14 seed Oakland, who knocked off Kentucky. And that's a close one, 12 minutes to play in that one. 45-42, Wolfpack ahead of Oakland, and the game just underway. A matchup, the Rick Barnes Bowl, as Tennessee is leading Texas 4-3. Tennessee, the number 2 seed in the Midwest. Texas as the number 7 seed. Duquesne and Illinois are getting set. They're about 15 minutes away from tipping here in Omaha. Iowa State will play the winner of that game in Boston on Thursday, I believe. Elsewhere tonight, another matchup of former Creighton, a former Creighton coach and the current Creighton coach is the Oregon Ducks, led by Dana Altman. As an 11 seed, they got an 11-6 win the other day. Creighton with a relatively easy win as well. They will play at a little past 8:30 tonight. So former Creighton coach Dana Altman and the man who succeeded him, Greg McDermott, will do battle, and that will round it out. Then 8 games tomorrow as well. Colorado will be playing Marquette. Utah State will play Purdue, the number 1 seed. James Madison, another upset winner, won that 12-5 game last night. Very, very impressive win for the James Madison Dukes. They will play Duke. Duke, the 4 seed in the South region. Clemson and Baylor, that game about 5:15. And Grand Canyon, another 12 seed who won. They will play Alabama. That should be a high-scoring affair. Alabama can score 100 on about anybody, and Grand Canyon is not going to hold it either. So should be a very entertaining game. Northwestern is at UConn. That is an East Region game, and Madison Square Garden. Texas A&M is at top-seeded Houston. That is a big matchup. I believe they played earlier this year, but Kelvin Sampson looking to get his 32nd win on the season. That's tomorrow night at 7:40. And the final game last night, 8:40 Central Time, Yale, as the Bulldogs with a big win the other night, and they're the 13 seed, so that 4-13 upset doesn't happen a lot, but it has quite a bit lately for the Ivy League teams in the tournament. They will play San Diego State, and that is also an East Region game. And there you have it. That's what we have. Also, Cyclone women tomorrow, as they will play Stanford. Stanford, the 2 seed in that West region, and Iowa State wrestlers, or David Carr, will go for his 2nd national championship. He's 5-time All-American. He's been terrific. He will go for that tomorrow night. And I think you should be able to watch the women, and then just about the time that's over should be Carr's match on ESPN. Anyway, Iowa State wins this one as the Cyclones get their 29th win of the season. They're 29-7 as they defeat the Washington State Cougars 67-56. And this has been the wrap-up show. The Locker Room show's next on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/fan of corn.
Cyclone farmers do it all. That's why at Ag Leader, we're devoted to making your life easier every day through every season with our easy-to-use precision farming technology that can do it all alongside you, from planting and spraying to steering, harvesting, and more. Based in Ames, Iowa, our products like the Cyclones are the top of the line. Do it all on your farm with Ag Leader. Contact your local Ag Leader dealer or visit agleader.com to upgrade your farm equipment with Ag Leader this year.
Bananas are only 39 cents a pound at Hy-Vee. That's not a sale price. That's the price with the Hy-Vee Perks membership. And 39 cents a pound is not just the price today or this week. It's the Perks price every day. With the Hy-Vee Perks membership, you can save on hundreds of products store-wide every time you shop. And count on Perks prices to stay the same. So if you want to pay less for bananas every day, sign up for Hy-Vee Perks. It's free and easy. Some restrictions apply.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
On the Cyclone Sports Network. From Learfield, welcome to the Cyclone Locker Room Report. Presented by Pivot BioProven 40 on Seed. Predictable, productive, weatherproof. Learn more at pivotbio.com. Now, welcome to the Cyclone Locker Room Report.
And a very happy Cyclone locker room as the Cyclones defeat Washington State 67-56. And I had the chance to catch up with Kurt Jones. Visiting with Kurt Jones, who played a great game. 4 assists, no turnovers, 14 points. Kurt, you said going into this is your first NCAA tournament. Man, you've risen to the occasion and played great.
Yeah, shout out to my teammates, continuing to put in confidence in me, and I feel like we're all putting confidence in each other, which is allowing us to play well. Even when we go through the rough stretches like we did in the first, I think we had 4 points with about 10 minutes, you know. Continue to put confidence in each other. Like Milan, he hit some big shots down the stretch, which we want him taking. Keyshawn hitting big shots. I think he struggled in the first as well, so. Actually, no, he didn't. He had 7 points going in. But, you know, just putting confidence in everybody and them putting confidence in me is what helped all of us.
In moments like that, where you are struggling, you guys started 1 of 13 from the floor. You always know the defense is going to be there, don't you?
Yeah, it's always going to be there. Our offense can never, you know, deter our defense, because then we get down, you know, 14-0 instead of 7-0 like we did, and that's something you just don't want, trying to come back from double digits versus a great team like Washington State or any team in the NCAA tournament. All these teams are good. Defense travels, so hopefully they'll travel to Boston with us as well.
Last thing for you, how good is Taman playing right now?
Taman's playing amazing. I know it said he was like 23 assists, 3 turnovers coming in, and that's just what an elite point guard does. You know, he's one of the best point guards in the country, and we rely on him. And, you know, he always rises to the occasion. He has some big shots out there, and I'm so proud of him.
That is Kurt Jones, who had a terrific game. Kurt was just absolutely terrific. 14 points, 4 assists, no turnovers. He hit 3 of 5 from 3, and he played a huge role in Iowa State winning this game over Washington State. We'll come back with more of the Locker Room Show. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball from Learfield.
We stand for people, progress and pride.
We are the Iowa Farm Bureau, and we believe in nurturing our state's most precious resource, our children. That's why we provide millions of dollars in scholarships, grants, and resources to Iowa students and teachers. For more information, contact your local county farm bureau.
Iowa State 1858, a handcrafted quality vodka. Raise a glass of award-winning vodka as you cheer on Iowa State athletes. Made with premium ingredients and bottled locally at Iowa Distilling Company, one of Iowa's largest native distilleries that bottles 7 spirits locally, including our flagship Prairie Fire Cinnamon Whiskey and Saints and Sinners Apple Pie. Proud to now include Iowa State 1858 vodka in the lineup. Remember, a portion of the proceeds go to ISU Athletics, and we will collective with every bottle sold. Learn more by visiting iowadistilling.com/Iowa State 1858. Please enjoy responsibly.
At MidAmerican Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Spot less. Introducing the cleanup for tar spot, gray leaf spot, southern rust, and more. Novel next generation Adastrio fungicide broadens your spectrum and strengthens your residual when it comes to foliar disease control in corn. Visit your FMC retailer or adastrio.ag.fmc.com to clean up this season. Follow 2EE for tar spot management in corn. Valid until 1/31/28. Always read and follow all label directions.
Back on the Locker Room Show, where Iowa State defeats Washington State 67-56, and visiting now with TJ Otzelberger. Coach, congratulations. We say this a lot when your team wins, but man, team is really the key word. You guys do it together. Tell me about the way this team kind of rallies around each other in tough moments.
Yeah, I thought it was an awesome team win. You know, obviously the offensive part wasn't going as well as we'd liked early. And you talk about team. Kurt Jones comes off the bench, hits a big three to kind of get us going. We decided to go a little more 4-guard lineup than we have to space out. Guys were locked in, ready to do that. It's a little different than how we've played offense the last few weeks. Stayed resilient there, but defensively, out of the locker room in the second half, the way we locked in, and I think the cumulative effect of our ball pressure and wearing people down is something we take pride in. Just really proud of our guys. Our team defense was extraordinary that second half.
You know, how important is it to have a group of guys? You have so many versatile guys that can do multiple things, you know, whether it's Milan defending guards, you know, and posting up, but all the things that all those guys can do give you a lot of flexibility.
No, it is. It's great to have that versatility. You have guys like Milan who can play multiple positions. DeMarion can play and guard multiple positions, and then we can put 3 guards out there who have all played point guard their whole life, which is a huge asset, especially later in games as well. So credit to our guys and how they really lean into their skill set.
Speaking of point guards, how well is Taman Lipsy playing right now?
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's hard to have out of the game. I always feel like I got to rest him more, but man, some of those threes, the offensive rebounds, I thought in the second half defensively the job he did was really good. So he's playing at such a high level.
Did you adjust anything on Wells? Because man, he was tremendous in that first half, but you guys kind of shut him down the second half.
Yeah, it was a personal challenge for Keyshawn certainly to get after him, and that, you know, in the first half I thought we got cross-matched a little bit more with some of the things they were doing. And the second half, we just stayed more true and wanted Keyshawn to make that a personal challenge. When he has that in front of him, he's done pretty well, and we really needed it tonight, and he was terrific.
You know, Milan got a bucket early in the second half. It was a big play, I think, psychologically for him, too. If I'm not mistaken, the next time he had the ball, you were running a play to get him another shot from the corner, and they covered it. But once again, that confidence, I think he feeds off the confidence that you give him.
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty firm with him at half, and then out of the halftime about how it was going to go for him and how he's the baddest man out there offensively, and nobody can stop you. I don't care who it is, you let it rip, and man, did he ever that second half.
Yeah, Milan was terrific. The Iowa State team was terrific, and they win it over Washington State. and advance to the Sweet 16. Back with more with TJ on the Locker Room Show. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball from Learfield.
Happens when you call your insurance company.
If you have water in your basement, press 1.
Most big companies have a recorded message or an app.
If you are in your living room and see sky when you look up, press 2.
But when something bad happens, you just want to talk to a person. On a day like that phone line can end up feeling like a lifeline. At a time like that, you want a company like West Bend, because the worst brings out our best.
If there is a tree in your bedroom, press 3.
Visit thesilverlining.com to find out more.
Dear basketball fans, want to drive a winner? Get in a Toyota and see how impressive they are. The RAV4 is a versatile playmaker built to get the crowd going. The Highlander is a slam dunk when it comes to space. And the Camry is a fast break of fun and reliability. Plus, these Toyotas come with available all-wheel drive, so you can drive the lane with power. Visit Toyota.com to learn more, or check out your local Toyota dealership today. Toyota, let's go places.
Mary Greeley wants you for our award-winning team. We provide outstanding patient care throughout Central Iowa, and we're looking for a variety of healthcare professionals, including nurses and patient care techs. We also have part-time jobs for students, competitive salaries, great benefits, and an unbeatable workplace culture. Learn more about your opportunities at mgmc.org/careers.
Discover new opportunities together in a new Chevy. Meet up in an Equinox, winner of the J.D. Power Award for initial quality among compact SUVs. Lend a hand in the strong and capable Silverado, or mix it up in a high-tech Trax with an available 11-inch diagonal touchscreen. Find family, friends, and fun in the Chevy that's right for you. Click to learn more.
More Iowans drive Chevy.
For J.D. Power 2023 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show as Iowa State defeats Washington State 67-56 to advance to the Sweet 16. Coach, your second time for you personally going to the Sweet 16, but what a great accomplishment that is. I mean, because in the NCAA tournament, you don't take anything for granted. Look at all the high seeds that have been knocked off in the last 2 days. What a great accomplishment for your guys.
Yeah, I'm really proud of them. The pride they have in our program is tremendous. I told them in the locker room, there's no one having more fun right now than our group. Yeah. And, you know, the successes follow when you do the hard work, when you have each other's back, and when you have fun, and our guys are doing that job.
What's it mean for your team? 9 for 9 from the field to start last night, and today 1 of 13. But find different ways to win. I mean, what's that say about your guys, and how important is it for their psyche? Because no matter what happens, you know you've done it that way.
Yeah, it's extremely important because we don't really get up and down in these swings. We just stay the course, know who we are as a group, and that with our defensive intensity, that if we keep that up, that usually we've done pretty well in the second half. Things come around and go our way, and that certainly was the case here.
You ever been to Boston?
I've been there. There's a guy that played in our program I used to have to go out there.
Oh, that's right.
Every now and again.
Bethune. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, well, hopefully he's celebrating this as much as the rest of us are. Coach, you're going to play the winner of this game between Illinois and Duquesne. And either way, you're going to be facing another really good basketball team. But that's what you expect this time of year.
No question. Anybody that's still playing this time of the year, you know they've earned it. They've done the hard work. You got to find ways to fight through adversity and competitively just find a way to win. And regardless of who we play, we know it's going to be a really good team.
Last thing before we let you go. 18,000 seat arena, probably 14,000 Iowa State fans here today, or 12, or whatever the number was, but it was great. How much did it help you guys to kind of ride that wave and put this game away?
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. You think about, this year at Hilton, 18-0 there, 3-0 at Hilton South, 2-0 at Hilton West.
Yeah.
I mean, we owe so much to our fans, the energy they have. They propel us through tough moments, and then when things are going well, they take it to a whole nother level. So much gratitude. Awesome environment. Thanks to all our fans.
All right, TJ, congratulations. Great job by you guys.
Appreciate it. Thanks, John.
All right, we'll come back with more of the Locker Room Show. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball from Learfield.
Cyclone power can be felt all over Iowa State University. From the court to campus, solar power to horsepower, it all combines to show the superpower of Cyclone Nation. Join students, alumni, faculty, and friends of Iowa State around the world for 24 hours of Cyclone power during Forever True Day, an online day of giving to celebrate philanthropy and all things ISU. Participate in the fun starting noon April 3rd to noon April 4th, and make plans to help us celebrate Iowa State at forevertrueday.com.
Wherever people work, live, or play, there is a plumber and steam fitter who made it possible. In today's business climate, you need partners you can trust. Partners that care about your company and your customers. Partners like the plumbers and steam fitters, Local Union 33. Local Union 33 finds the right people, trains them exceptionally well, and supplies a qualified workforce, whether you need general or specialized skills. For more information, log on to ualocal33.org.
Whether you're building a backyard fence for your family's new best friend or firing up the excavator for your next commercial project, a free and simple call can save you from expensive fines and even save your life. Call 811 at least 2 days before you start your next project to have underground utility lines located and marked. At Mid-American Energy, your safety is our #1 priority. So, make it your priority to call 811 before you dig. Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
Welcome to Game Day. You can feel the excitement all across campus. If it was a regular day, we could talk more about BW Fusion and how we're helping Iowa farmers increase profitability with fact-based crop nutrition programs. But today, it's all about basketball. So let's just say, go Clones. BW Fusion, the most powerful gallon in agriculture. A proud sponsor of Iowa State Athletics. Go Clones.
And we are back. Iowa State advances to the Sweet 16 with a 67-56 win.
Yeah, and I'm going to get to Demarion Watson here, Eric, in just a second.
Yeah, Demarion, one of those guys, couple of rebounds and assists. Played great defense. He's become really a defensive stopper for Iowa State, and one of the things that really helps him is it helps Iowa State is he can defend multiple positions, and I think we talked about the versatility of a lot of these Cyclone players with TJ, and that's certainly a big part of it.
Let's listen to what Demarion had to say after the game. Visiting with Demarion Watson, who did a terrific job defensively, especially when Wensu was in the game. You can match his size. Tell me about how you kind of tried to handle that matchup.
I mean, just embracing my role in this team, just being that lockdown defender and just doing what I do best, just using my athletic talents to the best of my ability and just helping our team win.
When you guys are struggling to make shots, as you were, you guys started 1 of 13 from the floor. How much do you say to yourselves, we're going to be okay because we're going to keep guard?
I mean, we just keep it simple. The shot's going to fall eventually, but if we don't allow the other team to score, the score of the game is just going to be 0-0. So we just understand that our defense is going to keep continuing to keep us in their game and just letting the offense come to us.
You guys are going to the Sweet 16, man. How sweet is that?
I mean, you don't get much sweeter than the Sweet 16.
Yeah, I don't think I could have said it any better than that.
But, he talked about the same thing we've talked about. When you're struggling to score, if you don't let your opponent score, they're never going to get away from you. And that's, when I think about this Iowa State team, that's one of the things that really stands out to me, and that is the defense creates the floor for this team, which means that floor is high. That can keep you in just about every game. And then when the offense gets rolling, and then that's when you're really tough to beat. But the